All right, everybody. Welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. It's time for KFLive for, what is this, January 31st, 2022. So say hello to Random Stippian Powder Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started. I know I have seen a bunch of folks in here. David Iverson, Tim B. Hey, Tim. Hey, Keith the Knife Freak. Hello, Jared White. Who else did I see earlier? It was somebody else up here. JRMZ Junior Miz. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, we're starting early. Of course we are. So I hope you guys are doing good and had an exciting day. We have the same tea as always, it seems like these days. The Wild Sweet Orange from Tazo in my awesome Jason Brown mug. Just kidding. Hey, Bill. Hey, William Powell III. Hello, sir. Hello, Delilah Rose. Hello, Michael Morgan. Hello, Neil Drake. Hello, everyone. Michael, don't you think this should be the Jason Brown mug? I'm not sure which one Jason is. He's the green one, isn't he? No, I don't know. One of them's Big Red. I don't know. Whoever else has big beards like that. But so, guys, tonight I'm starting a little bit early. Just get things going. Well, I always do. So who am I kidding? But at 8 o'clock, Ben Belkin from Jack Wolf Knives. And man, I cannot see tonight. River from Sage Grouse Leather will be joining us. Now, Ben is working on getting some prototypes and new prototypes and getting things reset on his knife. Hey, Tim, it is what it is, man. My wife left. I was by myself. I got the giveaway stuff together, and I'm like, heck, might as well go. It just happens that way, man. Freak show. Hello, hello, hello. Man, there is a pile, and there are a bunch of KF Pit Crew members in the house already. You know, I didn't write any notes down tonight. I usually have all kinds of notes written down here, and I have nothing tonight because, yeah, I started too early. I didn't take time to write notes. But that's okay. Addicted to Knives, some dude. Did I say hi to you, David Iverson? I think I did. Chaz is in here. Everybody drop some love down there in the chat, all you channel members. Let's see it. Let's see it. So I was hoping to have some new, what are those things called? Emojis for you guys tonight, but it looks like it'll be next week or maybe Friday. Oh, Jason, and I'm drinking out of my Jason Brown coffee mug. I'm not sure which one is you, but there you are. You're on there. I'm kidding. Tim Cook, Mark Ratliff. Hello, hello, hello. There you go. Yeah, me too, Mark. That's awesome. Really cool. All you guys that did that, David Iverson, Manny Z, Keith. I mean, everybody that has gotten in on the Kickstarter. Just thank you guys. It means a lot. I'm really trying hard to get this thing off the ground, and there's a little bit of frustration in it, but it's just me. I'm just somebody that wants things to go like this, and this is just not how things work. Hello, Marcos Gamma. Hello, hello, hello. All right. The one that's mad because you started without me. All right. So they all look about the same facial expression, Jason. So I think the one in the middle then is the one I would pick. It's got to be the one in the middle. Yep, I think so. All right. So let's just do this real quick because it's fun to do. I haven't checked this in a little while here. So we're going to go over here and see where we are. You guys are going to get so sick of seeing me do this. On the Kickstarter. All right, let's go. I meant to be at the home screen. I'm on the wrong screen, but we're at 42%. And we are at 50 backers. Pretty daggone cool. I will take that. There are still 25, little under 25 days to go. So, yeah. Tell your friends, and if you guys aren't in on it, ask some questions, guys. I got time before Ben and River come in. If you have questions, I will be glad to answer them. Hey, Red. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Tim. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, David. I appreciate it, brother. I'm going to talk about it quite a bit because I want to get this thing funded. I really, really do. I didn't get into this to miss the mark. So definitely want to do it. Oh man, get you guys a knife. That would be cool. Yeah, ships next week, Keith. Yep. Yeah, about that. So yeah, don't have any notes, so we'll just wing it here tonight. So I wanted to thank all the Patreon members and the KF Pit Crew members that are in the house. Guys, you can join Patreon anytime. The link is down in the description for Patreon. And there are 3 levels on Patreon that you get different stuff. There's only one level that's just like the middle level on Patreon over here on YouTube, but you can go right down there where it says KnivesFAST and it says subscribe. You can click on join and you can become a member of the KF Pit Crew for $5 a month. And we are going to have new emojis by next week. Guys, let me just give you a preview of some of the emojis. So you guys started all this last week. I had all these crazy ideas. There's going to be some rabbit related emojis, some T-Rex related emojis, maybe a Daleka related emoji. There's going to be some stuff. Our good, yeah, hi, there you go, Jason. Very cool. Our guy, there we go. I got it up there now, Jason. Our guy, Brent from Backpack B is making those. He just got a little behind, and he'll say he'll get them to us as soon as we can. Let's see. What did you say? You know, the more pop-ups that happen, the more I don't want to order from a company. Hey, Tim. I don't know, man. It is what it is. There's the link. Thank you, Kiefer. Hey, Terry T-Rex. Thank you for dropping the emojis down there. Very cool. Welcome. Tim Cook as well. Keith has dropped the link to become a Pit Crew member. Very cool. Yeah, a T-Rex, like Trevor, you know, like he wrecks everything when he comes in here. Yeah, let's do that now, guys. Everybody drop some love in the chat for our buddy Bill, Pro X. Man, do I miss that guy, and love when he pops in on my comments and says hello. Brings a big smile to my face, so let's keep working to bring some smiles to his face if we can. Sorry, my phone is going berserk, and I'm trying to turn it down. All right. Yeah, everybody say hello to Bill. I'm going to go over here to YouTube so that on the phone so that I can also say hello to Pro X. But I can't. Well, I can say hello, but I can't put any love up is what I'm trying to say. My channel. There we go. Oh. All right, let's just do this. All right, that's the only way I can do emojis, guys, because over here in the awesome world of this lovely thing called StreamYard, I can't do that, but that's okay. So thank you, Bill. We miss you, buddy. Neil Drake, hello. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Jacob Vermette, hello. Who else am I missing? Man alive. Well, guys, Andrew. Hello, Andrew. What's up? Very, very awesome. Yeah, I think everybody misses Bill, so hopefully he'll be back with us. What's up, Bill? There you go. That's good. I like that. Oh, man, you guys are the best. It was kind of busy, kind of Monday, kind of messed up, kind of crazy. So it's good to be here with you guys and laugh a little bit and have some fun. I'm sure you all had a messed up, crazy Monday. Hey, Mike K, welcome. Oh, I can't. I have bad aim when I try to click on stuff. There we go. Hello, Mike K. All right. So let's go ahead and start, and we'll there's 33 in here. So we'll start pocket checks, and then we'll catch up with the people that are not here yet. Hello, Marcos. Hermanos. Oh, I'm not going to try, man. You say it. Somebody say it out loud, and I'll hear you. I can't do it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Junior Miz, I appreciate that, man. He's got a couple knives headed my way. I am very excited to see. Awesome. Hello, Gons. What's up, my friend? So go ahead and start dropping your carries from today down your pocket. Now, guys, I'm going to show my pocket here in a minute, my pocket check, and I got to give you guys a funny. If you saw my Instagram post and if you saw my of what I was carrying today, and if you saw my short on YouTube, you know I had quite a bit of stuff in the pocket today. Well, I didn't even post it all because I also had the Mach 51 in the pocket today, but I didn't post it. Oh no, Keith. Oh, 18 inches. And I'm griping about what's here won't melt. So it's supposed to have 50 degrees tomorrow. But anyway, I actually had somebody ask me in the comments today, are you really carrying all that stuff? And the answer is yes. If I post it, that is what I'm carrying. Very, very much. Eating guys and on the phone. That's good. That's cool. All right. Andrew's got the, did I go all? No, I didn't go all the way up. Mark Ratliff has the Yojimbo and the Sage 5. Andrew has that cool red Ted Grizzlar with the T and a TRM Neutron. Is that the T1 with the Micarta, Jacob? If it is, very cool. Either way, really cool. Neil Drake with the Kaiser Deviant. Got a lot of Kaiser going on early. Brass Bug Out, Schrade 175, Issuing Stitches, Graffiti Hank. If you guys haven't checked out Issuing Stitches, please do so. His prices are really reasonable on Etsy. And, great Hanks so far. Everything I've had from him. Knife Bros. I love it. That's cool. Let's see. Yeah, Keith, very much be careful, man. S30V Smock, yes, man. I've seen, well, no, the one you sent me wasn't S30V. It was M4, right? Still a Shaman and a SAK Tinker for Bill. Bill, good. White Mountain Knives exclusive Cormorant. The Civivi Altus, Victorinox Classic SD in orange, Refined T1, and Olight i3T in orange. Got some orange going on there today, Tim. Very, very cool. And the Kaiser Cormorant. Civivi Rift Roll for Richard Kimball. Hey, Richard, what's up, man? I don't think I've said hello to you either, Top Dog. So hello. Civivi Vexer today, a real man's knife. Okay, all right. I'm trying to get a monster dog headed this way to check out from White Mountain Knives. Ed, I haven't heard back from them yet, but I bet I'll have one for too long. In G10, cheap Shiro knockoff in the pocket. Tomorrow will be the newly arrived Artisan Tacit. Okay, very, very cool. Woo, Scott N, I don't want to be where you are. I don't like that much snow. I don't even like 4 inches, let alone 23. Civivi Hadros. Yeah, I was just commenting to you on YouTube. Rough Rider Work Knife, also a S1 baton from Olight. Moderator, Mr. Keith, is carrying the GEC 94. Keith is a killer moderator, man. He's better than all those 1000s and 2000s. And, you know, I'm kidding. This just in, Reich P841 and 14C20N with layered green and black G10 flipper thumb studs, 3.5-inch, $40. Wow. Where at, Michael? Where are you seeing that? Is that at White Mountain? All right. Carrying the Mach 51 soon. Yeah, I hope so. Pertec SBR Medford 187. Very cool for Mr. T-Rex. Tree Stabbing Troy with the Goblin that he won from Zach. Okay. So, Troy, you'll have to tell me. I really loved that knife. I'm interested to see the XL, but that's a small knife that I really liked a lot. So you'll have to tell me what you think. Bill Rivers, SC4, Sage 5, lightweight, Spyderco, very good, Bill. Arctic Storm PM2, yeah. Manny's with the beautiful one there. I love that thing, man. All right, let's see if I can actually pronounce this right, Ludwig. Umnazon, is that right, everybody? It's the Chris Reeves Umnazon Tanto. I hope I got it right. All right, I miss anybody? Some dude says my 2 work knives, the Leak and the Cobalt multi knife. Okay, very cool. Tucson Vandal and Ferrum Forge Buck for Chaz. Very cool. All right. Yeah, M4. Yep, that's the one. Thank you, Mike. Oh, I'll have to ask him, Tim. I don't have a code that I'm aware of. Kevin always asks everybody, "Can I have a code? Can I have a?" I usually try to let those things happen. Maybe I should start being the ASCII guy. Today's carry is Ender XM18 3.5 Bowie, Finch model 1929 Olight i5 RT titanium, Leatherman Skeletal CX Olight I1R2 Pro, Victorinox Alux Pioneer, Hinder Investigator Pin, and my cat Hank from Force. Wow, David. Woo! Jack Slungs, welcome, welcome. Me with Knives, welcome, welcome. JN, welcome, sir. Knifely types. I like that. And Me with Knives has the Hogue EX04, Kaiser Begleiter, Olight Baton 3, and a butane torch. Very, very cool. Don't play with matches. Wait, that's not a match. Let's see. Oh, okay. Got you, Michael. Yeah, it's all good. I thought you were saying it was a deal you saw. Freak Show's got the S45 PM2 from the Sprint Run, the 20CV Bug Out, both with Rips Garage Tech Micarta scales. Wow, if I could talk. GEC number 86. Oh, I love the oil field jack in Micarta. Leatherman Charge Plus, Olight Warrior Mini 2, Shadowborn Hanks. Cool. Got a Hank and a Login Jotter. I knew you couldn't be done. Login Jotter notebook and multiple tactile turn pins. All right. Hey, Rusty, what's up, my friend? Hey, Mike Jernak, welcome. There are people just coming in left and right, and I love it. All right, so if you haven't dropped what you're carrying, go for it. Texas might get a little dusting of winter mix, so pray for us. The state will shut down. There will be a run on toilet paper, eggs, bread, milk. The power grid will shut down. I got to get the bread and milk. I got to get the bread and milk. I'm sorry. We're going to die. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. All right, Rusty has the SE Azula, which is awesome. Demco 8020 machine ground in CPM 3V. Angry Watermelon and Victorinox Camper Plus, Fisher Space Pin, and Rovivon A1. Hey, James Ortiz, yo. Man alive. I am so glad you all come and hang out with me. This is fun. So I went kind of all blue today. Well, not all blue, but mostly blue today. There's a whole lot of blue down here. Let's just say it that way. Well, I mean, almost everything is blue. So knife number one is the Rake P105Q. You guys, if you haven't ever seen this knife, fairly inexpensive. I think it was like $36 at SMKW. Really cool blade shape. It is a little light on the detent, but if you give it some gotta eat milk sandwiches. Yes. Hey, Dwayne Letterman, my OG Buck 110 from 1976. Very cool, Sam Squatch. Welcome, brother. Good to have you here very much, man. That is cool. How do I get so Laura, unfortunately, everybody is saying that they're kind of out right now. So I would stand by and do some looking. The last place I saw them was on Chicago Knife Works. I think Smoky Mountain is out of them, and I don't know if or when they'll be coming back. So, and I don't know if anybody on here would sell you theirs, but it's worth asking. So yeah, Reich P80, 105. I'm getting it backwards. 105-Q, the Fang, blue and black. So you got to love that. Yeah, there's a lot of blue coming your way. Oh, Keith. All right, we're going to put Keith up here and give the Daleka man a Daleka salute. And obviously we got the Kiefer unboxing knife over here. Don't have anything to unbox tonight, unfortunately. But there you go. Copra Light Steve. Hello, sir. Tom Weingard. Hello. Started a little bit early, but I always do. So it's all good. You know that. Thank you very much, Kiefer. I appreciate the donation. Yeah, no, I dig that G10, man. I mean, look at that. It's just sweet, isn't it? All right, second knife was the Finch Drifter in blue micarta. Love the Drifter, and man, is it dirty because I do use my stuff. There you go. The blue Finch Drifter. I love this thing very, very much. So, oh, Keith told me to do this. There you go, Jack. Let's give Jack some love down in the chat, guys. Thank you Jack Slungs, there is your Daleka salute. Now, hopefully by next week, everybody can throw up Daleka salute emojis. That will be awesome if we get them made in time. I was hoping to have them today, but he said middle of the week. So, and I'll probably post about them so you guys can see them. Yes, it did, Michael. It did come very, very sharp, and it's still, I've used it quite a bit. It's still super sticky sharp, and it's 14C, which takes a great edge, keeps it pretty good. Dig this knife very much so. JN, I already said hi to you, but I will again. Yeah, the drifter's really cool. All right, and the third knife today is this beauty. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this is my blue GEC number 49. You have the sheep's foot blade. Man, that one's dirty too. What am I trying to do? The GEC 49, and you have this blue camel bone and that cloud shield, the triple ring bolsters there. Wow. I just got to say, I am absolutely in love with this knife, guys. So cool. Look at that swedge. Oh, look at the reflection of my screen there. Isn't that great? Very cool. Where's the KFLive logo? There it is. All right, now I'm distracted and making all kinds of. Hey, Laura Gillespie. Casey probably does Jason have one? If he does, I can definitely go back and find your address, Laura. Probably. Yep. All right. Thank you. I agree completely. I just love that thing. Then, as far as the other trappings, I had a Forest SLR blue Hank with red stitching. Gotta love it. Very cool. I had the blue Parker Jotter pen, London Skyline edition, and it's on right now. And the blue i5T EOS flashlight. There you go. And last but not least, I have a green login jotter notebook with a trout on it because I love to fish. Yeah. No. Oh, and I forgot my Leatherman Micro, of course. So yeah, that's everything I had today. And I did get asked by somebody, do you really carry all that? And the answer is yes, I do. All right, let's see. All right. It's 7:58, guys. So it's almost time for our guests. Did I miss anybody else on the pocket check today? Yeah, I dropped the Leatherman Micro. It's okay. Okay, cool, Jason. Just send me an email and I'll look for it. That sounds great. Yeah, it really, I mean, that GEC, we'll talk about it more because we got two slip joint aficionados coming on the show tonight. And I think we might be able to add one of them right now. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready there, bud. Yeah. All right, everybody. We're going to add this joker right here. This is Mr. Ben Belkin. Hey, Ben.
KC in the place to be. What's up, man?
Okay, let me just ask you a question. This is really important. What's the temperature right now where you are?
Hold on, let me check.
And ladies and gentlemen, he's got a fire going behind him, and I bet it's 70 right now.
It's 64.
Oh my goodness, that's
brisk.
Freezing. That's freezing.
It was like 73 today. I actually got a sunburn hiking yesterday.
Oh no.
So yeah. But this is our season, man. We suffer all summer long.
Yeah.
So that we can enjoy a winter that is, our time to shine. What can I say?
Yes, sir. I hear you. I don't think I'll ever convince my wife to move back to where I grew up, which is El Cajon, California. But I mean, it was beautiful all year round. It's probably the best place weather in the world, San Diego area. Just great. Yeah. Bill says 64 is shorts weather. Okay, wait a minute. Right. Hold on. Hold on, Mike. Back up. So is that on Hoag's website? And is it Magna Cut for 150? Is that what we're talking about here? Everybody's talking to you, by the way, Ben, in the chat. And
I was just catching up on that. It's great to see all you guys. It's been a little while, and I'm stoked to be here. And Really happy to see you all.
Yes, sir. Some dude says he's 63 in Florida today, and then David Iverson says 34 where he is today. Mid 60s for JN. Oh man, it below 70 is freezing for you. Yes, sir. I hear you. It's like maybe 35 here right now, and it's supposed to be 50 tomorrow, which is pretty cool.
I'm in Phoenix. That's what someone asked where I'm at.
Yeah.
We got a lot going on here right now. This is kind of like our, peak tourist action. Like
okay.
Barrett Jackson's going on right now.
Okay.
Whatever they call the Phoenix Open anymore. The big PGA golf tournament's about to happen.
Right.
Bowl games happen out here every year, so it's like it's a good time of year out here.
Gotcha. There you go, Ben. We're gonna start right in with the tough question, man. We're gonna cut to the chase. Chaz is like, I want my daggone knives, Ben. Where's my knife?
Chaz, me and you both. So my update is that, in case you guys don't know, Chinese New Year just started. I think the first day is probably today because it's tomorrow over there.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, so I've got prototypes coming from 4 factories, and of those, I got tracking numbers from 3 of them. So it's like, ooh, I cannot wait to finally get my hands on some of these things, because then I can make a decision and let you guys know what's coming next. But this was like the next step in the process for me, was to get my hands on, these factory samples so that I can make the best choice for everybody.
Understood. Yeah. And guys, normally when I have a guest on, I would go share screen and dive their Instagram or their page or something. But I think mostly what Ben's posting these days is his collection, waiting for the new prototypes. So we'll wait on that. But you all know that the old prototypes were beautiful, really, really well done. And Ben's going to insist on making sure he gets something that good this time around too, I'm sure.
No doubt. And I've seen, I've gotten some pictures from some of these guys. Nothing that I'm comfortable sharing yet, of course.
Yeah, you're good.
But I'll tell you right now, I'm enthusiastic about what I've seen. So
good. I'll be interested. I'll be interested
if I wasn't feeling good.
Right. Understood. You'd have a different. Oh my goodness, -4. No, I don't want that. Yeah, my snow is still all in my driveway, Mark Ridgewell. If you're talking to me, I can't get it to go away. But it's supposed to be 50 tomorrow and 60 later this week, and raining. So I think it's going to be gone before too long. But Keith still put up your Jack Wolf Knives page here. So if you guys want to check him out, you can obviously look at what his collection and see what he's talking about. But you can look down the page and get a little picture of what his patterns look like, but just don't hold him to the exact everything, because that's a different manufacturer than he's going to be using probably. So, but thanks for putting that up.
Take a look at the Jack Wolf Knives Instagram. You're going to get a feel for more or less for what you're going to be getting. And of course, when I have stuff to take new pictures of, well, you bet I'll do it.
Very, very cool. And besides being the cool creator of Jack Wolf Knives, Ben is also a drug dealer. He sent me a bunch of slip joints that were better than anything I had ever seen, and caused me to do this. And this is all your fault. I did have another one, but I have to be honest and say it's gone. Someone in the chat, if they want to, could raise their hand and say that I sold it so I could buy this one. So very, very cool. But man, Ben, I'm absolutely loving this thing, especially in that Northfield trim. That cloud bolster is my favorite. Now, I noticed I got to ask you a silly question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Northfield trim can be different, okay? And the reason I'm saying that, this one has the clean cloud shield. And the bolsters are obviously silver, but the pins are silver as well. And I noticed the Garnet one, the pins are brass, and there's the unexcelled or whatever it is on the cloud shield. So there's different looks of the same trim. Is that correct?
Right. So Northfield wouldn't necessarily mean They don't, it's always this shield, it's always this pin.
Okay.
But what you'll see on a Northfield that you won't really see on a Titty typically are the more decorated bolsters. So like a Titty will just have a plain bolster. A Northfield's usually going to have some flutes or a pinch or whatever they choose to do. And then the polished blade is typically only found. I don't think there's ever been a polished blade on a Titty trim. But they're, when they make the knife, like if they have 3 different Northfields of the same knife and they're going to use a red jig bone, they're going to think, what color pins do we use with this red jig bone to make it look right?
Yep. And I think JB's, there he is. There's Big Red EDC. Hello, brother. His looks really good. That red, garnet red looks super, super nice. And before River jumps on, I'll show you the slip I bought. I don't want to show this while he's on here. You might throw rocks at me. No, I'm just kidding. This is from Joe from Lancelot Leather, and he made it to the size of the knife, which is really, really cool. Perfect. Just drop in the bottom of the pocket. So
KC, first of all, I'm super excited that you're happy to own that knife.
Yes, I am.
Because like you went from kind of like, I don't even know with these slip joints and there's so many, I don't know what I'm looking at. Got your hands on them, kind of got the best way to get someone hooked on something is to let them sample the product, right?
Yep.
So, but now I'm stoked to see you with that. So, like, how's the carry in the pocket experience going for you as opposed to the clip?
It's great. I mean, so here's the thing. I typically, and I've told people this, just because I'm weird, I have an SD Classic and or a Leatherman Micro that I carry every day. One of these two, this or the SD Classic. And instead of just dropping them in the bottom of the pocket, I slip them inside my hank like this and fold the hank and drop that in the bottom of the pocket. So just having a second thing sitting beside it, with this in it, it just slips right down beside it and nothing's going to get scratched up. It's fine. And so that works really well for me. And then of course I'm going to have to, I showed everybody today, besides that, I already had 2 other bigger knives. So I'm covered. Plus I might've had, which I do every day, but I don't post it as part of my carry. I might've had this baby with me in the pocket today too. So I really had 4 knives with me today, which is way overkill, but it's okay.
Is there a blade on that, mini multi-tool?
Yes. Yeah, so there is. 5 knives with me today. Hey, Matt Harvey. Welcome, Matt Harvey. Welcome, Mutstumbo. I always try to say that wrong, brother. And I think it's Mutstumbo. Hopefully I got it right. Yeah, it's got scissors and it's got a little blade. Where's the little blade? Is it on? It's on this side. Yeah, it's got a little dinky blade, but yeah, it's got a blade. Oh, wait, it gets better. It gets better. Oh, I don't have my keys. They're upstairs. My keys have a SOG lockback key. Have you ever seen that? The little key knife. So I actually had 6 knives. So there you go. 6 knives on me today. I'm the sharp guy. I got lots of sharp going on.
That's really funny.
That is funny. So, so what do you typically, you're probably in shorts half the time. So you just dropping like one of these in your pocket and that's it? Or
yeah, I try to wear shorts every day.
Yeah, man.
Maybe a couple months out of the year you can wear jeans, and some guys like they can't wait to wear their jeans. I just like to wear shorts.
Exactly.
It's a treat. But I try not to have too much stuff in my pockets because I don't know, it bugs me honestly if I have too much stuff.
Right. Understood.
But I go leather carry slip with slip joint, left pocket, right pocket, keys, Apple AirPods, wallet in the back pocket, and I carry a handgun most of the time. So, but that's on the waist. Yeah. And if I carry a spare mag, I put that in my pocket as well, and I carry my phone because I got like shorts that have a pocket. They're not cargo shorts. I suppose you call them cargo shorts, but
right.
They're like kind of nicer cargo shorts for us older gentlemen. I carry my phone in the cargo pocket.
Understood. Yeah, I do a lot of that as well.
God bless the cargo pocket.
Yes, sir. No, Tom, I can't figure out how I would put scissors on the Mach 51. But guys, I'm sorry. There are so many funny comments coming through, and I just can't keep up with all of them. I will say, Tree Stab and Troy, you are absolutely right. The Leatherman Micra is absolutely underrated. The scissors are the best. I use them almost every day. I use them today, as a matter of fact. Just gotta do it. Everybody, Costco shorts.
So
Kevin Kirk, hello, sir.
Casey.
Okay, what you got?
What's more convenient in an EDC, a pair of scissors or a knife?
Oh boy, that's terrible that you would ask that. I would think the knife. I definitely, okay, let's go at this two ways. I definitely use the knife more in a day, but if you were to make me sit there and say how many things I use a knife for, could I use the little scissors for? It'd probably be about half of those. So I still feel like I gotta have a knife. I couldn't just do scissors unless you got that. What is that? Is it Gerber makes the Raptor? That big, it's like a big set of scissors, like a medical pair of scissors, I think it is. Really, yeah. Rule number 9: always carry a knife. I got you.
I don't carry scissors, but I feel like, sometimes you can use scissors for a lot of things if you did have a knife. So I wonder if there's folks that just carry scissors and don't really carry a knife, like scissors and a multi-tool and call it a day.
Yeah, and I mean, I bet you there are. And Rusty, I've heard that from a lot of people. Yeah, and JB's saying Victorinox scissors, and so is Rusty. So they like those better. But I'm telling you, these Leatherman Micra scissors are amazing. Amazing. And I've got SD Classics. I do not have a what was it you said, a Pioneer X like Rusty has. So I should try one of those and see how the scissors are on it. Yeah, Jason agrees. So we were going back and forth between SAKs and oh wait, I think I see River down here. Or at least I see a table. So let's put him on here and see if he can hear us. You can hear us, River?
Hey, Casey. Yeah, I'm here. I figured maybe you guys would rather look at the table than my ugly nug. Hey, what's up, man?
River, good to hear you, man.
Yeah, man. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. That's exactly right, Rusty. So very, very cool. Well, Ben, like I said, I just want to say it's just all your fault. Because once I got a hold of I had obviously had a lot of different slip joints, but there's a different feel to these. And so it was just something that I just felt like I had to get a hold of one. Now, am I going to go buy 20 of these like you're doing? Probably not.
But what you are going to do is pay attention to every drop, and you're going to get into it, right? You're going to be into it. And you're going to think, and you're going to wait and get that one you think is right, and you're on the journey. That's what's important.
Well, the good news is I have one, so I can chill out and wait for that single blade with the spear point that I really want, and then we'll go from there.
You want that 77 with a spear point?
That's gosh, that would be nice, but yeah. I'm not going to wrestle that one. Rule number 9.
Chat, get Casey the upcoming GEC 77 Barlow spear point. Let's make it happen for him. We need hunters out in the field to take
there you go. There you go. But if you have to choose, hold on, Ben, I got to do this now. You just did this to me. But if you guys have to choose between getting me a 77 and backing my Kickstarter, please go do that first.
Right.
All right.
Sure, yeah. Only after you've backed this Kickstarter should you try to get him a 77.
So just a little update. I showed this early on. We're at 50, which is 42% of the way. Nice. We're at 42% with 25 days to go, which is pretty cool. And I'll just bore you guys real quick. River, I'm getting to you in just a second, man. But if this goes to February 26th at 4 p.m. and we haven't hit the goal, then I don't get a lick of funding. So as it says down there, all or nothing. So really, guys, if you're interested, please jump in. And like I said the other day, if you can't do the 225, it's 255, excuse me, and buy a knife, You can always pledge without a reward and just give $10, $20, $30, whatever, 50, 100, whatever it is you feel comfortable to help get the project. Now, I understand you're not going to get anything out of it if you do it that way, which is why it's better to go ahead and pledge to $255, and you will not be charged until the last day of the project. So if we hit the goal next week, you will still not be charged until 4 p.m. on February 26th. So you can put your card in anytime and you won't be charged till then. All right, there's the sales pitch. You led me to it, Ben. Well, River has some cool stuff on the table, so I guess maybe we should talk about that. How you doing, River, man? You doing good?
Yeah, Casey, I'm doing good. And
That's
I
awesome.
thought I'd bring kind of some stuff that has a little more mass appeal maybe than just, for only like GC junkies. So I thought I'd bring some of these folding valet trays that I've been making lately.
Those are very cool. Let's see if I can figure out how to make you full screen. I'm so bad at this part. There we go. So, guys, if you look there, oh man, that one on the right with the shoot, is that a Stag Barlow? No, my right. No, there you go. So with the leaf and everything, that is gorgeous, brother.
So this oak leaf design I did specially for the 86 pattern, the 2 acorn Barlows, and I tooled a couple of these up as trays as well.
Very cool. And I thought I saw today, I can go over to your Instagram, but I thought I saw today you had a slip that had the acorn on one side, and then I can't remember what was on the other side. Oh, wood layout. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, thanks. Kind of like a wooden plank or deck.
Yes, sir. What else you got on the table before I show that one? Well, by the way, for those of you that got an 86 in the chat, be paying attention to that one with the oak leaf on it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have a few of those going off to Austin at traditionalpocketknives.com. That's kind of he's kind of my main retail guy right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, so talk about that a little bit. You stock him up every once in a while, and then people can go to traditionalpocketknives.com or C. Reisner or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, exactly, JB. JB says, ooh, that would go good with my 86. Sure would. So you just stock him up every once in a while and you go look at his site and see what he has available?
Yeah, I mean, I stay pretty busy with like custom commissions, but I'm always cranking out a few slips on the side. And then once I kind of have a critical mass, I send something over to him. Or I'll do a kind of a special run once in a while, like when the 49s and 94s came out. I did these American flag slips to go along with that.
That's really cool.
And I think there's a handful of those left over at his site right now.
Yeah, those trays, I gave one of those away. River, Ben, I don't know if you saw, but he gave me one of them to give away on one of my I don't remember which giveaway it was now, but it was how do I go back? There we go. That'll work. That's not the one I was looking for. There we go. Okay. So yeah, he gave me one to give away, and I don't remember who won it, but they were very happy. I do remember that.
Well, River made me one with the Jack Wolf Knives logo on it.
Oh, awesome.
And it's incredible. I use it every day. River, I carried one of your slips. I have been probably for the last month, honestly. I love it. It looks the same as the day I got it from you. You carry it in my pocket every day. It's still, rigid, but yet can pinch it open. The knife just drops right out. I've really grown to enjoy carrying it, and it looks amazing, So it's like functional art to the highest degree as far as leather goods that I've ever seen.
There you go. Lone Wolf says he got into the first. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, River.
No, I was just going to say thanks, Ben. I appreciate that. And I mean, I started making this stuff for myself, and
That's
I
cool.
enjoy my knives more when they've got some leather along with them, and it keeps them from sliding out of my pocket when I'm getting in and out of my truck. And I just like knowing that the guys are enjoying my stuff. I just like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Very sure. That's why I'm trying to get this knife funded so I can do that. Lone Wolf says he got in on the first 30 of my Kickstarter, so it cost him $250 23,000 pennies. So there you go. That's good. And I saw somebody, Z-Man said he ordered a well, where'd it go? I lost it. He ordered his Finch Lucky 13 today. Very, very cool. I've seen those starting to hit drifters, dealers. So very, very cool.
Hey, River,
JB,
are you working on anything kind of new or different, like patterns or products that you haven't done before?
Every once in a while, someone will send me a knife that I haven't done a slip for yet, and that's always fun. Or, I'll get a fixed blade sheath, and that's always different because that's the fit has to be pretty exact with those.
Right.
So they're always kind of like a one-off, kind of a fun, something I've never done before.
Very cool. My buddy, he had some. This is a while back. He had some sheaths made for a fixed blade that he made. So he's a knife maker. And the dude who made the sheath, he riveted the belt loop into the sheath, which seemed to be fine, but that rivet kind of came loose a little bit. And when he drew the knife out of the sheath, the rivet took a big chunk out of the wood handle of the knife.
Oh, wow.
I was like, it's the first time I ever seen a sheath damage a knife, to that degree. So I just wondered how you approach putting loops on sheaths.
Usually what I do is I will fold the leather over and then taper it down real thin so it can just hide right behind the blade itself, and then I stitch it all together. And that way there isn't really any metal on metal contact, which I try to avoid.
Awesome. There's a look at what's available currently on traditional pocket knives. So it looks like, unless there's more that he just doesn't have up there might only be one of the sheets for the Liberty knife. So if you guys want it, you better go grab it before somebody else does.
Yeah, I think it's a little picked over over at Austin's place, but I've got a batch of slips I'm working on. It's going to have the whole theme is going to be skulls. So they're all going to have I've got a super cool skull stamp.
Oh, there you go.
I guess you can kind of see it.
Let's see if I can put you full screen again. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to have a whole bunch of slips with all skulls going to Austin here pretty soon, I think.
That's awesome. Skulls. All right. Very cool.
That's sweet.
And Keith, if you haven't stuck his Rivers Instagram up yet, if you would do that. Matter of fact, if you have done it, if you just do it again. And guys, just contact him if you want to, if you want to do something custom, he'll listen to you for sure, just like others that we've talked about, and definitely give you something custom for sure. So,
hey Casey, are you going to Blade Show?
I plan to, yes, sir. That is the plan. Yeah, you better. The question for a while was there's his Instagram. The question for a while was whether I was going to have knives or whether I was just going to walk around. I think at this point, I'm just going to be KnivesFAST walking around. Doubt I'll have knives to show at that point. So, but we shall see. Oh, guys, look, there's a little tease from Mr. Big Red there. There might be a Finch in his 6,000 subscriber giveaway. So pay attention to that.
Your channel's growing great, JB. That's awesome.
Yeah, really cool. I'm half of him. Not even.
Who in the chat's going to Blade Show? You guys going?
Yeah. That would be cool to know who all's going. I know.
Make sure you come stop by.
And hopefully there'll be some prototypes to look at that point.
Oh, there definitely will be.
Okay, good. Good.
Hopefully something for sale by that point, So you know what else we could talk about?
Yes, sir.
Should promote is the Great Eastern Cutlery Rendezvous.
Okay, cool. And you're going to that again? And when is that?
I'm gonna go. The bad news is it's the weekend after Blade, but it was last year too. So it's back-to-back travel.
That's right.
But you might not even be that far away. Like, how long would it take you to drive to Western Pennsylvania from where you live? Is that a long drive?
Yeah, I've been up there. It's probably 8 hours from where I
Yeah.
am. Yeah.
Well,
That'd be my guess. 8.5.
You grabbed a buddy, that wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, Andrew says he's hoping to make it, but he's going to start saving and stop spending. And I've seen what Andrew's been spending. So, yeah.
Just save up for a little bit and then spend it when you get there. You know?
There you go. Paper Tiger's trying to go. Very cool. Z-Man said he's planning for Blade Show West. Let's see. What show is it? Okay, so Mike, they call it the Great Eastern Cutlery Rendezvous. Ben, tell them what that's all about.
So, if you're a fan of traditional pocket knives, slip joint knives, and, particularly a fan of Great Eastern Cutlery, they've had it 15 times now. So this will be the 16th time. And it's a customer appreciation event that goes on Friday and Saturday at the factory in a town called Titusville, Pennsylvania, which is northwest Pennsylvania, pretty close to the Allegheny River. So it's like 2 hours north of Pittsburgh, basically. They have buy, sell, trade tent set up on the outside. Bill Howard, the owner, is there with all the employees. They serve you food. He makes a special run knife. Last year, I think it was 50 pieces that you have to wait in line all night long to get because there's more than 50 people that show up to this thing. Of
course.
But honestly, it's an opportunity to make friends and mingle with all the other knife nerds who are super into it. And it's fun. They do a picnic on Saturday, I guess that is, right? Yeah, Saturday. They do a picnic. They pay for everything. It doesn't cost you a dime. So it's a lot of fun. That's
really cool. I see a lot of people talking about Blade Show Texas, which is March, I believe. So that's cool.
Yep, I'll be there too.
You will be there.
By my table.
Very cool.
At a minimum, every year I'm trying to do Blade Show West, Blade Show Texas, and the Gathering in Vegas.
Okay, so hold on. I got to just interrupt and say, JB, that's not okay. You got to figure that out. You're coming to Blade Show. You're coming.
JB, you're coming, bro. Now, Riv, are you ever going to come to these shows and sell some leather?
I want to. I've definitely been thinking about Blade Show and trying to figure out, how to have a product line that's diverse enough that I can do that. Because that's a big thing is, stuff that's super custom, it's kind of a niche market, right? So I'm trying to figure out how I can have something that has more mass appeal, kind of where I'm going with the trays.
Well, and that's kind of one of the things for what you do, really, because let's just say there's been 1,000 guys, 500 guys show up or something to something like this. That's the thing. What size slips do you bring? What do you, because
here's another way to look at it, right? Your tray is a universally desirable product.
True,
so you can bring a bunch of trays, but you could have sample slips out there and you could fill up your book. You know what I'm saying? Try to solicit orders, build a customer base. I think people overlook that opportunity when they think about Blade. What can I sell? It's not only that, it's who can I meet? What relationships can I garner? There's dealers walking around that thing looking for product. So
that's true too.
If you could make more or if you were looking for more dealers, there would be an opportunity for that too.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And I do agree. The trays are and everybody should have one thing. So very much so. Hey, Rachel Stevenson. Hello.
Well, Casey.
Blade Ogre. Yeah.
I gotta break in. I gotta run, man. I gotta sit down with my family, but I appreciate you having me on for a little bit.
Hey, you're good, man. I just want to make sure we touch base and keep in communication, man. I appreciate you and what you do. I look at what you do all the time, and I love watching your hunting pictures. And I love it, man. It's super cool. I have to come out there and hunt with you sometime. That would be awesome. So
yeah, man. East Washington has great quail. You're always welcome.
There you go, man. And but no, thanks for jumping in. I knew your time was limited, so we really appreciate you.
Right on, Casey.
Take care, River.
Ben, good to see you, man. We'll talk to you later.
Looking forward to it.
All right, River, take it easy, man. Oh yeah, he's got some gorgeous work, David. I mean, if you haven't checked out his Instagram, just scroll down through it. Matter of fact, let's just tell you what, I got nothing better. No, I do have better stuff to. No, I don't. Man, I'm just all kinds of losing my mind tonight. All right, so here we go. We'll just share his Instagram for a second here because seriously, here's the one from today. Check out the back of this thing. So there's the oak leaf. JB, check that out. With an 86 Barlow. So there you go. And then look at the back of this. Is that not sweet?
But you know what doesn't come through in pictures is like the quality of like the material itself.
Right.
Like his leather is thick.
And look how it's seamed right there. Yeah.
It smells good. It just feels, it's in a different league than the thin leather stuff. And it's not that that's bad. I mean, everything has its place. This is a product for a particular sort of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like it's different.
Yeah,
so when
I
you first
agree.
get one, you feel it. It's like, man, this thing is like, it's thicker than I'm used to. It's heavier than it's used to. And stiffer than I'm used to. But man.
Yeah, they're really sweet. And there's the Liberty one that there's one more left of over at Austin's place. So
I'm going to go grab one. How about I go grab one?
Yeah, you should go grab it before it's gone.
No, from my shelf.
Oh, you got I got you. But yeah, he's got some cool stuff. Some of these trays with the turquoise guys, kind of Indian colors, really, really cool. This slip right here, Ben, when you come back, I'll leave it up. I just dig these with these patterns like this. So stinking cool. That knife too, though. But yeah, you guys can check it out. There's kind of a look at what River's got. He's got a little bit of everything. So, and even belts. Rusty, was this your belt? Am I remembering that correctly? I think he made a belt for Rusty Knife Lover, who's in the chat. I don't know if that's the one or not, but I think he made a belt for Rusty. So really, really cool. River has made. There you go. Ben's got one up there. Yeah, that's the one you had the American Jack in when you sent it to me, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm carrying in here the TC Barlow, but it's like, whoop, out it comes with a little squeeze. And
very cool.
I mean, look at that. When you get them, they're like flat like this, and you can barely get the knife in it. But once it breaks in a little bit, it just takes a knife and then it stays.
That's cool. Yeah.
I've just been really happy with it. Like, and they're not thin. So if you're looking for something super thin, maybe it's not for you.
Yeah.
But,
and again, the one I showed you is super duper thin.
Right.
It just depends on what just depends on what you're looking for. Right.
At the end of the day, they both do the same thing. They protect the knife.
And as you've known from me, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so this one was a little less too. But if you want one like that, I definitely want to get one like that at some point. So yeah, his trays are
skinny jeans like KC, then get a skinny jeans.
Wow. That is amazingly funny. All right, I'm looking Forrest. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Forrest guys has some really cool scales for his AD 20.5. Check those scales
Mexican
out.
Blanket. Is that
yes,
Mexican
sir.
Blanket?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Really, really cool. That's awesome, Forrest. Yeah, I actually remember to look that one's sweet. All right. So
he did it by hand.
So I should have asked him, Ben, could he do a little tornado?
I bet you he can. I mean, he tooled it by hand, so
yeah. I'll have to get a Tempest tornado there. So very, very cool. Yeah, I'm digging his work. It's just when he sent me that tray, you're exactly right. You don't expect what it is. It's just especially that bottom piece in the tray is just thick, nice. It smells so good. It's really, really good. So Yep. All right, guys, what questions do you have? I know Ben can't answer a ton of questions yet because he doesn't have any protos yet, but he obviously knows what he's trying to do. So if you have any questions for Ben, please drop them down there, or questions for me. I'm just trying to do the same thing Ben's doing, except I'm at the point where I'm actually trying to sell some now. So we'll see where this goes. Please fund it, guys. Really, please. So I was trying to see if there were any questions. Yeah, those Mexican blanket scales are really nice. Hello, Urban Woodsman. Nah, you're never late, brother. How about Chaz? There you go, Ben.
I don't need any more knife addictions. I need a you need a knife for them slips, huh?
Yeah. Oh no, come on. Those slips are beautiful, man. They really, really are. And
these are for traditional knives. These aren't for clips.
No, right? No, I agree. I do have something important to tell you. I don't know if you've seen that goofball lefty recently, but he got a tactile knife company Bear, which is spelled BEXAR. I don't know. You tell me. And he is carrying a slip joint every day.
Really?
No joke. It's titanium, so it's not like a nice gentleman's knife like this. But I mean, it is. But it is like uber thin, like uber thin with M390 steel. It is a beautiful, beautiful knife.
I think I saw it at the Vegas show.
I bet you did. Yeah.
It's made in USA, that one.
Right. There you go. Forrest wants a Venom Jack. Very cool.
I think I saw a question. Someone said, forgot the name of the Granddad Barlow type knife. So if you're talking about the 4-inch close, that's the big bro. Yep. Big bro Jack.
Mexican blanket scales for the Mach 51. No, we don't have those.
I would love to do some of the Micarta patterns on my knives down the road. I don't know if he makes sheets, because like I'd have to buy large. They're like 2 foot, but I can't forget the size, but they're like big sheets. Yeah, that's awesome. So if these guys, if the production companies are making knives out of them, I wonder if he'll sell sheets.
I would think. I mean, because you know he's selling them to TRM like in a sheet.
He makes blocks. Like, have you ever seen the blocks he makes?
Okay.
He makes these blocks. So, but a lot of these places who you get knives made, they want a sheet for their CNC machine to cut a bunch of pieces out. So I'd have to find out if that guy makes sheets.
Hey, Bees, welcome, Bees. I thought I knew which one of Ben's knives I wanted until he was on last time, and then he confused me. I thought I wanted the can't even remember what it was, the K9 Jack, but then when you showed that daggone Eureka pattern, so that one's really cool as well. So there's 2 or 3 there.
More than one, dude.
Oh no! Well, then I need to fund my knife, okay?
Well, I did my part. I signed up to buy one of Casey's knives, just like you guys should do.
Yeah, and there's quite a few people in this chat that have. We got on Lefty stream the other night, and he kind of bullied everybody into it. So no, I'm just kidding. It was fun. Laid back Jack, says Michael Morgan. Very cool.
Yeah, it's just, I love that with these traditional knives, everybody seems to kind of like what they like, and it's never really one that just everybody wants and then no one wants the rest of them. You got guys that like swaybacks, you got guys that like spear points, you got guys that like clip points, you got guys that like bigger knives, guys that like smaller knives. It's like just really cool to be able to kind of offer something for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's what's really cool about what you're doing, man. I said that to you the first time. I was just blown away, and then you come with more. But the first time I saw you, you had 6 or 8 models, and I'm like, wow, that's just what's super impressive. Terry, you can get 25 Kickstarters if you want. You are not limited to one at all. Somebody came on there yesterday and gave $300, so they'll get one knife, and I got 50 extra bucks from them. So you can, if you want to buy two, you can buy two. If you want to buy three, if you want to buy 2.5, you get two, but you can throw extra money. So no, there's no limit on Kickstarter whatsoever. You're not limited to one knife at all. Hello, King Pope Caesar. That's the name right there, King Pope. So yeah, very, very cool. I'm just trying to get one knife off the ground, and here's Ben with however many models you're actually going to bring to market. Now you're going to sporadically spread them out, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The way I looked at it is like, if you look at all the major traditional knife companies, like they don't just have one or two models, they got a bunch, and you have this amazing existing body of work to draw from the last 400 years they've been making these things. So it's like, I'm going to develop as many models as I can and then just have small batch production. Of course, manufacturers have to support that, but the Chinese manufacturers are kind of set up to do that. So why not take advantage of that, and hopefully I don't ever kind of wear out any one thing, because I'm not really making too many of any one thing.
Right. Understood.
My goal is to have at least 20. I'd like to have 24. So there's like a 2-year cycle if I'm coming out monthly before I ever make something twice. That
would be really cool. Yeah. And I think as long as you do the one that I want early on, you can do whatever you want. No, I'm just kidding. Casey, do you know if I can pledge for, hold on. Do you know if I can pledge for another knife without losing my early bird one? I don't, you're not going to lose anything as far as I know. I mean, JB, maybe we need to ask David just to be sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but you've already committed. See, okay, so when you went in, there was an item available. See you, JB. When you went in, there was an item available for an early bird. There is no longer an early bird available as an item. Only the full price 255 ones are available. So as far as I know, if you go click on a 255 one and click purchase, no, you're not going to lose anything. You're already committed to that. You've already committed to it. But I don't know that for 100% sure. But that's my understanding. Now, obviously, if your other one was number 10, this one might be number 50 something, if you go for one now. So as far as I know, I don't know Kickstarter well enough to say that 100% sure, but I don't see why that would cause any kind of problem. Do you well, you don't know a lot about Kickstarter, do you, Ben?
No, but as I went through the Kickstarter process and bought one, and there was nothing in there that said like you can only buy one. Yeah. So I don't see why I couldn't have added 4 of them to the cart, so to speak.
Well, he's just saying, is he going to lose his early bird? And I don't see why he would.
You're just going to get one at the maybe he's asking, do I get to get 2 at the early bird price?
No, you don't
get one at the early bird price. One at the regular price.
Right. You do not get to do that. That's the early birds are over. So down here, if I can scroll down, you'll only see this 255 one available. This one says all gone, as you can see, 230 early bird, no reward, no longer available. So there are 30 people have bought that one, and 19 have bought the full price. So there you go. I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go.
No,
go.
Go. No, you're
I
good.
just saw a comment in here. I thought it was interesting. It was Urban Woodsman, and he said, "What's fun is to self-examine a 5 to 10 year collection and see how your preferences evolved over the years."
I agree.
And that is an absolute excellent point. And I guess to share something from my 10-year collection. So the first nice $400 knife I bought myself was a large Sebenza, with wood, with Cocobolo inlays.
Oh, very cool.
I was just all about that knife. I carried it everywhere. I just loved it. And you know what it does now? Unfortunately, collects dust. And it's not that I don't like Chris Reeve, but my tastes have changed.
Right.
I really got into slip joints, obviously. But I do have some other Chris Reeves, but I like the smaller ones. I mean, the knives in my collection have gotten much smaller. And
yeah, and if you're wearing shorts every day, that's why. So,
but even a knife with a pocket clip, like let's say a knife is 4 inches, like a small Sebenza versus a large Sebenza. It's not that much different in your pocket at the end of the day, but like it's still smaller, and it's smaller in your hand, and it's a smaller blade and everything. And my tastes have changed from bigger knives to smaller knives, from locking knives to slip joint knives. So it's kind of interesting to see that.
Yeah, now you have some Pena stuff as well, don't you? Like, yeah, I think I have a Kickstop Apache coming to me in a little bit here to take a look at. Somebody's sending me one I've never seen one, so very excited. And I'm actually more excited for that one than if I got because I suck at front flippers. Okay, let's just be real here. I am the worst at front flippers. So,
dude, his are really, really well designed. I gotta tell you. And Enrique's my friend, and I buy them because I just enjoy the dude's work. Like, I think he's second to none as far as talent. And so anything he makes, I'm willing to try. Like, those are right-handed locking knives. I typically don't do that.
Right.
But because they're his, and because they're bolster locks, and because they're not even front flippers, they're like top flippers.
Right, you know right.
He just gets the geometry.
I'll have to try one. I need to, when I'm at Blade Show, I'll go over and check one out in the front, in the top flipper.
Dude,
Well, there you go.
I can always ask.
Michael Morgan says you like Pena's Ben. Yeah,
I like his traditional knives the most, you know. But dude hasn't made a slip joint in like 2 years, probably. You know what? I'll take that back. He made a slip joint for the Blade Texas last year, which was called ICCE last year. But he hasn't made one since then.
All right, so let's talk about Kevin Kirk's comment. Look, everybody's got an opinion. So here's the thing, Kevin. This is where I'm at now. Now, I exclusively carried modern knives for years, and then Ben unfortunately infected me. But before that, I carried a Buck. I carried a Buck Stockman for years. Years and years and years. I carried a little Buck Stockman, about that big. And it did everything I needed to do. Now, okay, I'm just going to tell you where I'm at right now. So I'm a fidgety person. So you're exactly right. I like having something like this in my pocket, or better yet, Ben's talking about, collections shifting and changing. I like having my Liang Ma Field Duty EDC in my pocket that I can fidget with, play with, whatever I want to do. Okay, got it. But then, having something classy like this in your pocket that you can also pull out, and yes, you have to open it with two hands, but it's not your primary. You can pull the other one out and fidget with it, and you can have this as a backup. I think it's pretty cool. Ben, thoughts?
Yeah, for me, I guess it depends on your lifestyle. Like, if I was working on a ladder or working like a trade job, and I usually had something in this hand and I need to draw something out of this hand and use it, probably wouldn't have a lot of room in my life for a slip joint.
Right.
Because I need the functionality of a one-hand opener. But that's not my day-to-day. Like, rarely, if ever, do I need to open my knife with one hand. I kind of enjoy the process of, like, take out my nice handcrafted leather slip, slide it into my hand, use two hands to open it, get that half stop, full open, tactile experience. Like, I'm engaging with it more. And maybe it is cute, and I like it cute like that. That's part of it that I like. I'm like, man, this is really cute.
Man, Kevin's going full bore, man. It's like rubbing sticks to start a fire. Come on, Kevin. So are you saying this?
What do you do where you got to open your knife with one hand? Is it simply a preference, or do you like really use that utility? I'm just curious,
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
For me, I kind of like using two hands to open my knife,
Yeah, and again, we're all different. I get it. Carry both slip joints and modern. I do, says Blade Ogre. Yeah, that's also what I do. Hey, Keith, welcome back, brother. Forrest says he carries both daily.
You can pull that slip joint out that you have right there anywhere. You can pull it out at the hospital.
That's very true.
Pull it out at church. You can pull it out at the post office. Like, No one's offended by that. If anything, they're like, whoa, cool. That's cute.
Right.
You know, to Kurt's point, it's cute. You whip open that Leon Ma Field Duty, you know, and people are like, that's a weapon, you know? So, you know, it's got its place.
Well, and I had that fun thing today, Ben. You'll appreciate this. I decided, oh, hey, I got a great idea. I'm going to advertise my my knife for sale. You know, I'm going to buy an ad on Instagram. So I went through the whole thing, set up the ad. About 45 minutes later, they're like, you cannot advertise a weapon. So yeah, so there you go. But even if it had been a slip joint, they probably would have said the same thing.
You might be able to get creative and advertise like your brand, you know, but
yeah,
no, you can't.
It's called Tempest Knives, so probably not.
Right. I feel like Benchmade runs ads on Instagram. I think I've seen Benchmade's ads, so I don't know how they're doing it.
That's I understand, Tree 7 Troy. And again, if I was doing what Ben was saying, climbing a ladder, I would have a fixed blade in a locking, like a really tight, you know, sheath. So I agree with you completely.
These are tools, but they're also, it's functional art. Like we buy nice stuff because they look good and they make us feel good emotionally. But at the end of the day, like it's a tool. And if you're using your tool, it's got to suit your personal situation.
Hey, Diver Dave, all the way from Singapore. Hello, sir.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I've been there once. It's
very amazing. Cool. Let's see. What was that comment? I need to have a nice slip joint to really give them. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, so again, let's just. All right, I'm going to do this.
I agree.
This is gonna be painful, but I'm going to do it anyway. So. I did a collection diver video recorded the other day, guys, with Backpack B, and he's going to be going through this. So you're not going to see anything that you're not going to already see. So there are slip joints in my collection. Okay. There have been for a long time. So we have the Rough Rider Micarta work knife. Okay. Bigger knife, sway back pattern. Okay. I have a Rough Rider Barlow in here. Where is it? Oh, there's that guy. Look at that. I have a Rough Rider, unfortunately 2-blade, but the buckshot bone Barlow. Okay. And then Ben, here's this guy that I was just talking about. I carried this thing for years. This is a Buck Stockman, just a little drop in the pocket, cut something open. Years and years and years I carried that thing. So, you know, but I will tell you guys, and it's exactly what I'm saying. And again, I'm not knocking Rough Riders. If you like Rough Riders, I love this knife. Okay. This knife is great for me. I carry that one quite often. You guys have seen it in pictures, but when you hold a GEC in your hand, at least for me, it was a different feel for me. The positive tactile nature of it, the way it's finished, the way it looks, the feeling it gives me like something my dad carried. You know, I miss my dad. So having this with me and feeling like I got a little bit of my dad with me, even though it wasn't his. All my dad's knives at this point are so torn up from him sharpening them a billion times on a whetstone that I don't carry any of his. I have them. But yeah, that's just, you know, get a good one in your hand and at least try it. Andrew, and maybe after I get through with the newness of this one, I'll send it to you so you can check it out. I'm not sending it to everybody in the chat, though. He's just the first one to talk. David Iverson has over 300 slip joints. Holy moly.
That's my kind of guy. Yeah, they're fun to collect. There's a lot of history. It's just a deeper rabbit hole than any modern knife. It just is.
I hear you. And again, guys, please don't misunderstand. I am not going to stop carrying modern knives. I'm not. You know I love them. No, Jason Brown, I'm not sending it to you for good. The two oldest, longest, let's see, I got to put this up where I can read it. Carried knives are traditional, the electrician's knife and a scout knife. Very cool, Rusty. But yeah, I mean, you know, okay, KC, Ben question. All right, who was it from? Michael Morgan? All right, I'm scrolling up to see if I can find it, Michael. Is it from you, Michael, or was it from somebody else?
He said, what kind of pull am I shooting for a 6? That's precisely right. I would say they're not all going to be the same because each one has a unique spring. 5 to 7.5, is where I would consider acceptable. Like nothing less than that, nothing more than that. And of course that's my subjectivity on what the pull is. But I would say on average, like right around 6.5 on average. I've just gotten to a point. It's been super interesting for me to go to these knife shows and watch people handle them and hear them comment on spring weights. And the biggest determining factor, I think, are people who are familiar with slip joints and people who are unfamiliar with them.
Right.
People who have not used them before, like they're immediately turned off by one that's too heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just not used to it. Or if like one I think is on the lighter side, they'll be like, "Oh, that's kind of heavy." It's like, no, it's not. But so it's subjective.
Yep. But you see the kind of smart Alex I get in this chat.
If I missed this sermon, I've counted 400 times. I was gonna say, like, a lot of people have a slip joint and they forget they have one because they got a Victorinox somewhere.
Right. I think I shouldn't say this out loud because he might be in the chat, but there was somebody, I was in a chat the other night. We were talking about slip joints, and the guy said he didn't like slip joints. He only likes his Victorinox SAK, and I'm like, that's a slip joint.
That joint slips, my friend.
Yep.
So, Dr. Stout.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's a cool knife, the doctor's knife. Not as common these days, but I know Case makes one. I don't typically recommend modern Case because it's not the way it used to be. But if you like that pattern, that might be one to look at. You got a doctor's knife? No, that's it's a doctor's knife.
Yeah, it's a Rough Rider. It's a Rough Rider doctor's knife. Yeah.
Try that one if you just want to enjoy the pattern. I would say for quality, try to buy Great Eastern Cutlery. Older Case, but like big learning curve there. Make sure you're getting the right stuff. Boker, the German company, apparently he's making some nice ones. I've never handled them.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the castrated pigs with a slip joint comment. Okay.
There's been more nuts removed with slip joints than anybody would care to know because that's what they do down there in the South. Yep.
Jason says find a Shatton Morgan. So
there you go.
Yeah. Jason loves his Shatton Morgans. But yeah, I mean, this is really cool. This is, again, it's a cheap way to experience the pattern. Exactly what you said. So this was given to me by the guys at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, actually. So that was really cool. I actually like another pattern I like. And again, I kind of speak out of both sides of my mouth because I'll tell you, I typically don't like 2-blade knives, but there's just something about a canoe that I kind of dig. Again, it's still not right for me to get this one's not so bad. Some of them, when you got that second blade, it gets in your grip too much and it feels funny to me. But this is a Rough Rider blue smooth bone canoe. Yep. No half stop, but it gets it done.
Yeah, I feel like you trade a little bit of ergonomics with a second blade for the utility of a second blade. It's just half.
I thought you did. Sharpening. I thought you did, Jason. I'm sorry, man. Very cool. And
Junior slip joint people in here for sure.
Yeah, Junior Miz has 20 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Urban Woodsman says 25th anniversary giant trapper with 8-inch blades. Wow. Now that's a knife. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, that's in the words of Crocodile Dundee. Now that's a knife.
Right.
Very, very interesting. So
Chaz said he's been eyeing Bird Viz knives. So that's made by Nick Timken. That's his last name, right? I might have got that wrong. I apologize, Nick, if I did. I'm going by memory. But I bought one of those at the Blade West because I've only seen pictures, but I typically like to handle a knife from a custom maker before I buy a custom because, like, frankly, I've been disappointed with some customs in the past. They look good in a picture, but then there's just something wrong with it. Whether it's usually in the action. So and his fit and finish, Nick's fit and finish is like insanely nice. Like, oh my gosh, when you look at his pictures, they're so good. But I wanted to check out the action, so I did, and I bought it on the spot. I was like,
very cool.
Wow, man, like your action matches your fit and finish. And you know, he's a really nice guy. He's up there in the Sacramento area. Just figured out how to do it on his own. He didn't have anybody teach him. He just kind of figured it out. So if you guys want to support, you know, it's not cheap, but it's not obnoxious either. If you want to support him, you won't be disappointed.
What's the company?
Birdviz, Birdvis. He's got like a real funny thing he does on his Instagram, and I would say he's probably what he's most well known for with his content is when he's done sanding a Micarta handle, he'll take like mineral oil and wipe the handle and bring out all the beautiful color in it, like with music in the background.
Oh,
he does
very
it like
cool.
every day. So calls it a work in progress wipe or a whip wipe.
Oh,
Yep.
Very cool. Wow. Yeah.
Micarta.
That's what I was going to say. What kind of Micarta is that?
Okay, so here's something interesting if you guys don't know about this. It's called rag micarta. So, and the best stuff is the real old stuff. So what they used to do, so if anybody doesn't know what micarta is,
Look at that freaking hollow grind. I'm sorry. I just got distracted. Right? Go ahead, man.
They take layers of fabric and they mix it with resin and they press it under heat to make a block. And they use it for insulators in like electrical panels. And like in wartime, they made stuff out of it when they couldn't get enough steel. So there's a bunch of this old micarta floating around, and like dudes will go into these old factories all through the Rust Belt and like salvage it out of electric panels and stuff, and then chop it up for knife makers and sell it. I've seen it in these like bowling ball shapes, like big, huge balls of micarta. And so what they do is like they'll slice it into slices and sell it off to knife makers. So rag micarta is like they literally took rags and threw it in the vat and then filled it with resin and pressed it, because they're never trying to make an aesthetic product. It was simply a functional product. But the aesthetics of the rag micarta when you cross cut it is so cool. So that was rag micarta. But
yeah.
So he's got, and look what he does. Like you see his white liners, you see the liner separating the burl wood.
Yeah.
And that's like his unique shield that he does. It's like a bird wing. And that's his pattern. What do they call it? They call it a Hitchcock. I forget. But that's his own pattern. You know, he made it up.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a really nice handmade custom knife.
Very, very cool.
He just auctioned off that mammoth one right there.
Which one?
His auction. Down second row, left side.
Gotcha. So that's, oh, wow. Look at that. Whew. Yeah, that's beautiful. Very, very cool. Yeah, well, there's a knife maker I wasn't aware of. So there's another rag one. That's really cool. So there was, let me see if I can find this real quick. If I go to the wrong thing. There was a guy, there's a guy, is it him? Is that who it was making some micarta today. No, it wasn't him. Dang it, I'm not going to remember who it was. But there was somebody on my Instagram feed today making micarta out of twine. So basically what you said, he was taking little individual strands of twine. Man, I cannot remember who it was. He was taking individual strands of twine, cutting them about this long, getting a big stack of them, and then dipping them in the resin and putting them in a container. Dip one after another, and then he pressed them down into a block. And it was crazy looking. I wish I could remember who it was. I thought it was heavy-handed. Oh, well, I'm not going to remember who it was now. But
Jason
yeah,
asked me a question.
Yep,
no,
go
Jason,
for it.
I've not handled an A.G. Russell small doctor's knife, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish I could remember who that was now, but I'm not going to remember. I'm just
Do
blanking.
you follow Greg Hansen, the guy who makes that G-Carta? That's on.
No, I don't think so.
Go to his page. Go to his page real quick. Type Hansen? I don't know what it's under. Type in either G-Carta or Greg Hansen. It's like Hansen and Sons. I forget. He's got a Hold on, I'll find it. I pull up Instagram and
trying.
there's Kevin's lovely
Greg
face.
Hansen music.
No.
Okay.
Let me see. G card.
Hansen and Sons Electrical. I don't think I'm finding the right thing.
I think it's Hansen, unless I'm just totally dumb and getting this wrong. Hold on.
If you find it, let me know. We got all day. No, we only got about 25 more minutes. Man, I wish I could remember who that was. Did anybody else see that today? Am I the only one that saw that? If anybody saw that, tell me who it was. Because I want to show it to Ben because that was pretty sweet. No, doesn't look like anybody saw it. I believe you're right, Andrew Hobart. I believe I remember.
All right, I found it.
Yep.
It's G period L period underscore Hansen Hansen and Sons.
Okay, I'm getting it.
GL Hansen.
All right, let me go back over here. I swear this is. I wish they would make it easier to share your screen. I always struggle with this. Maybe it's just because I'm old. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I want to see.
That's the one.
All right. Hold on. I'm coming. I just want to see. Oh, no, that's. I don't know what that is, Jason. I mean, Keith. But anyway. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So he's the Micarta guy.
Right. So there's the block. You see what he did there?
Yeah.
So like you can see the layers of fabric. And he calls that corn snake, it looks like.
Huh.
So yeah, keep rolling.
Oh man.
So look, there go up a little bit. There's him on.
Oh, right here,
like
yeah.
Yeah, that's Greg. He was retired, man, and he started like making this stuff. His story's on Bob the Knife Junkies podcast. You can watch him.
Okay.
But like he was retired and he ended up working again because he, got onto something real fast. And now he's doing this stuff full time.
And that's why I like the one I've got, because you see it's like the end cut of the fabric, and it's just you see the individual threads.
Right, that's cross cut. So you can either, depending on how he lays it in, you can either cut it like along the top, and then depends on the knife scale. Like if your knife scale is radiused, then you kind of want to go over the top, because as you radius down, you're like chipping into the various layers. But if you have a flat scale, the cross cut is awesome because you can see like from the side of the block, basically. Yeah,
and that's kind of what mine. That's kind of what mine looks like, sort of like that. But that's just because you can see the individual weave of the threads. That is just ridiculous. Oh, look at that!
Isn't that cool, man?
It's really, really cool. Yeah. So when I do a second knife, if I get to do the first one, when I do the second knife, I want to do some kind of cool micarta of some sort.
Go up, you can see all the
fabric. Oh, look at that! That speaks
sapphire.
To me right there. Yeah, because I'm a blue guy. So, wow. Okay, what were you saying? Go up where?
Just go up like one row. See, he's got all the that's his raw materials, all that fabric.
Right.
There.
Oh, over there. Yeah.
No, not that one down from the middle.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Sorry, I'm blind. Yep. Crazy.
And I know he's got to do it he does it in like a vacuum, like he vacuums out all the air because you don't want to have voids. So you got to get all the air out. And people make, lanyard beads and all kinds of stuff, and they tag him, and you can see all kinds of cool stuff that gets made out of it. That's a slip joint for sure.
Yep. Very, very cool. All right. Well, I'll have to, we'll go up here and follow him because we need to do that. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I need to talk to him and see if I can get sheets for the future.
Hey, Joe, there's Lancelot Leather in the house, and the guy who made this little slip right here for me. Joe's
What's
pretty
up,
cool,
Joe?
dude.
Yeah, we've talked before.
Yeah. Yep. Anyone else drooling? Micarta, exactly.
You know, Micarta on slip joints, like no one used to want it. You know,
Ooh.
he was always about ivory, wood, you know, and then Micarta, once people really started digging into the vintagey stuff, it got really popular. And I know knife makers love working with it because it doesn't shrink, it doesn't swell, it sands up real nice. It doesn't have the problems of the natural materials. Melted butter knife, Micarta.
Yeah, but I do butter knives fast, and he's saying to melt some butter knives and
someone goes, the only thing better is a bacon Micarta.
Oh, we could dye the bunny's fur blue. I wonder if my daughter would let me get away with that. Probably not. Bacon micarta. I've seen the bacon micarta. That's pretty crazy.
Bees is saying he likes when it has texture. No doubt. Like you would prefer a canvas micarta then as opposed to like a linen or a paper. Right. And then a lot of it is just how they're finishing it. You know, like
if they're leaving it raw or if they're putting more. Yeah,
like they're sanding it.
A perfect example of that, if I can grab it. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna grab that one, and I'm gonna grab that one. So this is the Finch from QSP, obviously. This is the Finch Holiday in black linen micarta. Now this has lots of resin in it, and it's kind of slick. It's not super slick, but you can't feel the grains of the material. It is smooth. Okay, does that make sense? But then you know, you get into like the Devil's Finger, and this is what I believe is like unfinished, or mostly unfinished, and this is like a canvas micarta, and it just doesn't have as much resin filling it up. Right? I mean, that's kind of
there's more like the thread to resin ratio is more on the canvas stuff.
Yeah, Ben, this knife
bigger.
says this is one Ben should have right here, guys.
That one's sweet, man.
It's like a little Annie's clip. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
That's made by Finch.
I've got one Finch. I bought the was it the 1850 something?
1929.
Yeah, that's it. I knew it was a year.
Wait till you see the one they're coming out with. Wait till you see the one they're coming out with. It's called the 1934, I think. Yes, please. I want it. I must have it. But yeah, so it just depends. There's all kinds of micarta out there. It just depends on what you prefer. I'm kind of with bees. I kind of prefer a grippy one if I can get it. This guy is this G-Mask is somewhere in between. It's not super grippy, but what they do is they kind of rough finish the back here, and so it gives you a little grip up here, but the side scales are kind of smooth. But I mean, it's money for me. This guy is, and what I like about it too, and I know I'm gonna be like the I am too, bees. I'm gonna be like the guy that nobody likes here for a minute. All right, I am one person who actually thinks it looks kind of gross if you get a completely unfinished, like a black micarta that looks gray, and then after a week it just looks like your hands are like covered in pig grease or something. I don't know. That's just me. So I prefer a micarta that has a little more resin in it because I don't want it to look disgusting.
It's not the resin. But that's just me. It's just what grit it's finished at.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the surface texture.
Okay.
Now, when like the ones you're talking about, they're cut on the CNC. They're at a rough finish. They're not oiling it. Just leaving it like rough sawn. When you get knives like that, KC, get some mineral oil and just give it an even color.
Yeah, and
you won't get that like blottiness from your fingers that you're talking
about. I did do that on this guy. I very much. You can see how it's deeper and darker. I did do mineral oil. Actually, I'll tell you what. I did olive oil.
Yeah, choose the oil of your liking.
It worked. D-Legal says the knife that I've got in my hand is GL Hansen's Gicardo.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, yep. Ew,
Someone wants
my
to know
own.
what is pig grease.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. If you have been here for more than a minute on the KnivesFAST channel, you know I say things that don't make any sense. So just ignore me. It's okay. Golly. I mean, how long have you been here? You should know, Wagstaff, that I just say nonsense about 2/3 of the time. Jason.
That's funny, man. So someone said, Urban Woodsman said, I'm hoping to see some more rich light being used. What's rich light? I don't know what that is.
So I think rich light is a micarta like material. I don't know the difference. Can you tell us what the difference is, Urban Woodsman? Because I'm not sure. I think it is a micarta like substance, but I don't know what the difference is.
We say micarta, it's like not even correct. Micarta was a brand name from Westinghouse.
Yes, Westinghouse micarta.
Yeah, yep. It's like phenolic resin is what they'll call it, or a laminate. But we just say micarta, like call them Kleenex kind of thing.
Yes, that's exactly right, Marcos. You got it. The Greek guy has to use olive oil. And it is Greek olive oil, by the way. It very much is.
Cold press, fool.
Bacon equals pig grease equals heaven. Exactly.
There was a micarta going around one time. It was like shredded up dollar bills.
Okay. All right. So he's saying if I wipe alcohol on the TRM scales, you'll see how much more color comes out if you oil them up. So are you saying do alcohol and then oil it? Is that what you're saying? So clean it out and then is that what I don't know. Is that what he's saying?
I think so. So if you have one that's starting to get kind of grungy, you can take a lot of that oil and grease off with alcohol. And then once it dries, hit it with some mineral oil and you got you're back to looking good.
So apparently it's
for countertops, cabinetry work, made from post-consumer recycled paper.
Yeah, and it's apparently resin
stacked and saturated with resin, then heat and press are applied. So yeah, it's like a micarta. It's the same process.
Okay, I see that coming now. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yep. Shredded Dolica micarta. That sounds good. We would never shred a Dolica though. That's a bad idea.
Does the rich come in like cool colors and stuff like that? Like, what's the allure to it aesthetically? Rich light is paper micarta. One thing you can do with paper micarta that's really cool is you can jig it. Like the way they jig bone, you can jig paper micarta. If you try to put jigging into canvas micarta, it will chip and break. You don't get the good divots. I only know that because Enrique Pena told me I say that I have experience.
Yeah.
But
all right, let's see here, Ben. I got to get to a giveaway here in a minute, but this is actually interesting information. We're the KnivesFAST channel. We're actually given. So here's what looks like some rich light that I just found here on this Who Knows website. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, you get some interesting. Look at that. It's kind of cool. So it almost has some wood looking texture going on some of these.
Yeah, because the paper, doesn't have the same up and down as layers of cloth. So it's just going to have a different look.
Well, then some of these are micarta. So, but yeah, you get it. Very interesting. So
a lot of custom knives made out of micarta paper.
Of course.
You know what, GC, I don't think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they've ever done anything out of paper micarta. They've definitely done linen and canvas.
Hold on just a second, Matt Harvey. I'm trying.
There was this stuff going around for a while called barbed wire micarta, and it was made out of burlap, but it gave the appearance of barbed wire. It was awesome.
Okay, so they're saying this knife. Hold on. Every time I share my screen, guys, I got to do 73 steps to get there. I do. I'm not kidding. All right, so they're saying this Kaiser Towser.
Oh, that's cool. But they've also milled in, a pattern into the micarta.
That's pretty. Look at the texture though. I mean the actual gosh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that came out really good. And you can do that intricate milling in that paper. without busting it up.
Right, without chunking it. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because think
That's
about
pretty
that
cool.
tiny little bit that got in there. Look
I'm
how
gonna have
great that
to.
stuff is to work with, man.
Yeah, I need to get a Towser K. I keep saying that, and I haven't gotten around to it. So I need to do that. I did. I just showed it. Bees. I showed it, Tim. I'm ahead of you. Gosh, that's the first time ever, though. They're not used to that. Rich light is antimicrobial like micarta. Okay. I didn't know that.
Unlike, you said unlike.
Unlike. Okay, I'm sorry. That's a bee's honeycomb knife. Okay. Yeah. What's that other titanium crap? What was the Hive titanium knife I saw the other day? Bees, have you seen that one yet? I cannot remember. It's a new knife. Kevin was showing it to me the other day. Ben, do you have any knives with Fordite?
Fordite. So Fordite is another super interesting material. I do not, but I would like to have one. So Fordite, someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but when they would paint cars at the Ford factory, right? Like, I don't know if it would like drip out of the nozzle or like where it was collecting, but it would like collect in layers. So they'd paint a car, and it would just like layer up and layer up.
Oh,
and there'd be
wow.
like chunks of this stuff. And it was like rock hard and there was no air in it. And so they could shape it and they've made knife handles out of it. Look it up. Go on Instagram and do like hashtag Fordite.
I'm actually on Etsy because I found some over there. I'm ahead of you.
Totally unique look.
But only problem is I have to share again. So
72 steps.
Freaking
auto paint from the floors. Yeah, exactly. At the Ford factory.
You see that?
Yeah.
There's some crazy ones.
And of course, people make it or replicate it, but like, to get the real deal Fordite.
Oh, this one says genuine Ford paint ballpoint pen.
Right.
How do we know it's genuine?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this one. Corvette Fordite. How do we know that either?
I'm
well,
from
that's
Detroit,
pretty cool.
So it's kind of like, I got that emotional connection to it. I'd really like to get something made out of Fordite someday.
Yeah, you should do that. You should do like a 20 knife run of your knives with it on it and make them like a collector's edition.
That would be cool.
There you go. By the way, somebody was saying they can't find that Kaiser Towser with the blue. It's on pre-order at Knife Center was where I was showing it. So it's $69 pre-order on Knife Center. So if you want that, here I'll grab the link real quick because I'm that kind of guy. I'm going to come over here with the link, and there you go, guys. Show me the crab. I did. I went past the crab. But yeah, Fordite looks pretty cool. But if anybody wants that Towser K, you'll have to pre-order it looks like, unless Bees, the Kaiser man, knows where you can get one. But that's the only thing I saw right there. I've got like 87 tabs open right now. This is really great. I got to close a few before my computer crashes. There we go.
It does look like a jawbreaker. You're right.
Yeah, a couple of them did look like jawbreakers for sure. Or those 1980s, 70s, and 80s Super Balls that had the those patterns in them. Those were really cool. I used
a rubber bouncy ball that you throw at the ground.
Right. When I was a kid, we used to go to a store in El Cajon called Thrifty Drugs, and they had this huge gumball machine, but it was full of those jawbreakers that were that big. And we would try to talk my mom into getting one. She did one time, and you couldn't even fit it in your mouth. So we busted it with a hammer and ate it in pieces.
Oh man.
Yep. Can you make micarta using corn dog wrappers? What the heck?
What's a corn dog wrapper, right? Like, do they come in a wrapper?
Plastic wrapper, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
To
I
you
guess
hot.
the only time I eat them is they hand them to you at the carnival on a stick.
All right, you gotta see this crazy knife, Ben. It's kind of interesting. It's oh shoot, I'm not gonna find an image. To you knife. I want to try to find a picture of this crazy knife. Oh, come on. Andrew's probably already found it like 5 times. I am so bad at this whole internet thing. All right. Is that no? That's not. Well, I found a video with it in it, so we'll try that. Share screen, Chrome tab, that thing over here. All right, so look at this crazy. Look at the scales on this knife.
Full disclosure, I want to thank actually
it's
the
made by
designer of this knife, a guy named Vahi,
it's like
who I've
milled.
I looked at one of his knives that he
like
did
a
Kickstarter
beehive
campaign
shape,
for
you
in the
know.
past, as well as Tuya Knives USA.
I don't know why. I just think it looks really cool.
This was provided to me. As always, I told him
It was provided by manufacturer.
It might be a gem, might be junk. They still sent it along.
This is a
but
Nick
thank you very
Shabazz
much
review.
for that. And full disclosure,
Like he needs any help.
assume this is the best quality controlled one of these ever.
But yeah,
and,
I don't know, man. I think
I've
those
done my
scales are
best
pretty
not to
sweet
let that
looking.
affect the quality of my review. So there you go.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
I mean, not my style, but it's cool.
No, I know. I just had to show it because it's an interesting one. We're showing one of everything on the internet. So squirrel Micarta.
What's the next thing you're gonna buy?
Like
if you could get it right now, like
well, it's not out yet, but people have already heard me say this. There's a company out there called EMP EDC. He's another YouTuber that's got his own knives, and it's a knife called the Nimble, but I want the 3.5. They're calling it the Nimble X. Let's just see. Oh gosh, see, now we're going down another rabbit hole. And you probably, I don't know. I think you appreciate all of the modern knives. They're just not necessarily your thing. But I had,
you never hear me say I hate a knife. You know what I'm saying?
No. But I had one of these in hand a while back from Kevin, and I just said the smaller version, and now he's coming out with a larger version, and I'm like, okay, I have to get one.
What about all you guys in the chat? What's the next thing you're going to spend your money on? I see someone said the concept Goblin. That's Marshall Noble's design, isn't it?
Yeah. So there you go,
awesome.
Ben. So there's the original on the bottom, and then the 3.5 spear point version at the top.
Very cool.
Makes all kinds of flavors of them. Yeah, the Goblin XL is. I had the regular size Goblin in here. I want one of those too. That is a heck of a knife. But the big one would be probably better for me just because I'm weird. And then he makes them in this crazy frag pattern.
Yeah.
Which just looks awesome.
Those are nice.
Yep.
They look really well executed for sure.
Yeah, another QSP.
Oh, really?
Yes,
man,
sir.
Those are really nice looking.
Yeah, QSP is killing it, man. So while I'm over here sharing, guys, well, I have to stop sharing and then go. We're going to go take another look before we start to wrap this down and let Ben actually spend some time with his family. We'll do a giveaway in just a minute. If anybody wants to jump over at 9:30 and tell Ray that Casey's running late and he's really, really sorry, you can do that. But I just want to go over here and do a refresh and see if we've got any new friends during the last 2. Oh, come on, guys. We're still at 50. But no, I know some of you guys are considering it. And if you would, please consider back in the Kickstarter. Definitely want to get this up and over 100%. So if you'd consider it, I really would appreciate it. And thanks to those who have already done so. Very, very much appreciate it.
Excuse me.
All right. Any other questions for Ben? And Ben, it's up to you whether you want to hang out for the giveaway or if you need to go
I'm chilling.
Okay.
It's only, it's 7:30 here. So
I know it's almost freaking time for me to go to bed over here. Not quite, but thank you, Keith, for putting up that link. Very, very cool. Hey, Lefty's here. Look at that. We were talking bad about you earlier.
Oh shit.
How's that Zon, Ben?
tangy.
Tangy.
He sent it back to me with his ball juice on it. So,
oh, that's disgusting.
It's like an inside joke that became an outside joke real fast.
Well, see, I just got I got my 2 Hogues back from him today, and I had to wipe them down real good. So, but yeah, I got these 2 guys back today, so I'm happy to have them back. Love that. When knife comes home. Yeah, everybody say hey to Lefty. He's a good dude. Lefty, I was telling Ben you're bitten by as a matter of fact, Ben, I forgot to tell you this part. This is even better. Not only is he enjoying carrying a slip joint every day, he has designed a slip joint.
Really?
Yes.
How did you do that without consulting me? I want to see it, Lefty. What are you doing?
He does.
Don't
he wants to see it.
I want to see it.
Ball juice Micarta. That is disgusting.
Exactly.
Matt Harvey, cut it out, man. Come on, you're killing me. Lefty 10 code for everything. So when Ben has his knives out, we'll have a Lefty 10 code, I'm sure. No, we won't.
No discounts.
Ben, I got a compliment on my Jack Wolf Knives hoodie the other day when I was out for dinner. Very cool,
awesome,
Forrest.
Very glad to hear that.
Yeah, somebody always comments on the hat when I have it.
Cool.
What is that hat? Are you a Yukon Huskies fan? No, no. This is a wolf.
Right.
Did Lefty literally come in, drop one comment, and then leave? Because he hasn't said anything else. He literally dropped a comment, so we know here he is. Thanks for the welcome, Ben. I will send it over to you now. There you go. You get to see it. I don't think I've seen it yet. He talked about it, but I don't think I've seen it. He was just telling me how thin it was. No, Lefty 10 does not work on the Mach 51 for sure. Oh, I heard a ding. We'll have to see if Ben makes a remark here. Ew, that's disgusting. Worst looking knife I've ever seen.
That's kind of cool, man.
Yep.
Look at this guy just crunching out designs. You know what? He's handled a lot of knives, hasn't he?
Yeah,
100%. He cycles through them faster than just about anybody I know.
Oh, you did show it on your live. You did. Yeah, I was on your live. I think you showed it while I was on there. I just forgot. I'm getting that and the bear confused, I think.
Very cool. Yeah, definitely a modern knife, guys. Perspective on a slip joint, which is awesome. I love it.
Which is what the bear is as well. Same thing. Very much so. All right, so I'm going to get a card out here, and we're going to start working towards a giveaway here. So Ray doesn't throw eggs at my house.
Who's Ray, by the way?
Ray from Everyday City Carry. He does it live every Monday night at 9:30. And so I try not to step on him because I'm nice. As a matter of fact, I just got the notification for him. All right. How many we get in here? I try. My kids will tell you I'm not always nice, but no, there's no Arius being given away tonight. Nope. Not even a budget Arius. The F 5.5 is a little bigger than I thought. And mine came tuned very well. Very cool, G-Ball. All right, so we got 74 in here. So I'm going to do, hey, Keith, get the rules ready, brother. Well, Ray can wait a minute. I never go over the top of him, so I can do it for one day. Last time I went over the top of him, he was doing that one chip challenge where you eat the really spicy chip, and nobody showed up to watch him eat the chip, and he was all upset. It's what is happening? Okay, let's go. All right, I got a range written down. Keith puts the rules up. There you go. One guess only. Closest without going over. I'll put a range up. You guess. You get one guess within the range. I just go to Ray's to see Kelly. Over 18 USA shipping address. That is correct.
Todd asked me what I mostly use my knives for. Man, I'm always looking for an opportunity to use it, but I don't use it for work. I have a knife on my desk I open mail with and packages, so of course we all do that. But but I mean, I mostly work on a computer, so I don't use it for that. Just anything that needs to be cut, you know, like we were talking about earlier, I'm not going for scissors. I'm going to use my knife, even if it would probably be a better job for scissors. But yeah, I'm just an EDC guy with your everyday cutting tasks. Jason, have I ever handled Smith & Sons? So they've been making the mud bug for a long time. I have not. I've always wanted one of those mud bugs. It's basically a lockback version of a bullnose, right? Of the Sodbuster.
I think I've seen
but
that.
I think it's got thinner handles. Those are made by Great Eastern. So if I'm not mistaken,
okay.
so I'd be more than happy to check one of those out if I could get my hands on one.
All right, look at Delilah Rose, y'all. Hit that like button. She's got it right.
Good call, Delilah. I forgot to do that. Dang.
All right, so we got a huge pack of. Unfortunately, I'm out of Jack Wolf Knives stickers, so I don't have any of those tonight. Sorry about that, except the ones I keep for myself. You have number 39 Butter Knives Fast. That is right, guys. We are almost to 40 Butter Knives Fast. Really, really crazy. No, yeah. Tonight, if you win, you can go to Kickstarter and purchase a Mach 51. That is correct. Yeah, he said he wasn't sure if you were an outdoors guy or an office guy, Ben. So that's why he was asking.
Yeah.
Very cool. So
if I was to go camping, you know, I'm rarely ever have an opportunity to do anything with my fixed blade. So I'd probably bring like 8 of them, you know, just to like start hacking at logs and stuff, you know, just put them through their paces. But no, I don't do too much outdoorsy stuff anymore.
So you got a QSP key ring, and then guys, you got this really cool lanyard bead that came from Issuing Stitches, and then just a pile of stickers. I'm not going to go through all of them tonight. You got the regular KnivesFAST, Tempest Knives. You got Big Red EDC. You got Grumpy Grunt. You got Hogue, Lefty EDC, Coke Tools, Last Ranger, Lions EDC. There's a Big Red EDC. 3 different Smoky Mountain Knife Works stickers because I have so many of them. Issuing Stitches. And I even got a Band-Aid in here for you guys. So if you cut yourself on the knife we're going to give away tonight, you have a Band-Aid. And by the way, any cuts are your problem and not mine. No, you can put a lanyard on the butter knife if you'd like. It's the same color. Let's see if it works. You guys ready? Oh, crap. Didn't work. Here we go. Lanyard on the Butter Knives Fast. We're good to go. It's literally a dollar store plastic knife bin, and we just started writing on them because it's a joke. We had fun. Band-Aid, the gem of the collection. Yep. I use my knife to open emails. All right, and then you get a Hank, guys. You get an Issuing Stitches map Hank tonight. Really kind of cool old style map. He let me pick out a few, and I picked that one out. You get a big Greenland up here, so you can put your knife on Greenland. Really awesome microfiber on the back of this one. Really digging that. And then how many of you, all right, real quick, and you don't get it, you don't win anything, but without looking, who can tell me what knife I reviewed this morning? What knife review dropped this morning? And that is the giveaway knife. Does anyone remember? And no, you don't get anything. You don't win anything here. This is just me having fun for a minute. Nobody's going to remember. They're all looking. How much you want to bet? Yep, Michael Morgan's got it. The Kubi KU321. So there you go. You can't read it, but it's the Kubi KU321. This guy right here is the giveaway knife today. I thought it'd be cool to kind of give this guy away since I reviewed it today. Again, you guys know how much I love a front flipper. But this one I can do pretty well. But you know what I'm doing is I'm middle finger flicking it. So there you go. Ben, what do you think? That's not really your vibe, is it?
You know what? But I like the aesthetics of that a lot, actually.
Yeah, shape's pretty cool.
The shape is really cool. And I don't know. First impression, I like the design.
Yep, pretty cool. So that's
things that are simple. I'm not.
This is very simple.
Ton of super embellishments typically, and I don't know that What is the retail price of that thing?
I think this one's 40 something.
Oh man.
Let's just
We live in a good time, dude. Like you can get
really
amazing
do.
knives for under $50, or you could spend as much money as you want and get something equally as useful, but with more time in it and more expensive materials, but
Of course.
it's amazing what you can get for under
Actually,
$50.
I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's not the 321, it's the 331. I'm searching over here, and it is $43. And if you use the code KnivesFAST at checkout, you get 10% off of that. So at White Mountain Knives. So they have, looks like 4, 5, 6 different flavors available of that knife. What did I just do? Are you still there? Please tell me you are. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, I swiped StreamYard down to a different tab. So I'm like, what just happened? All right, so that's what we're giving away. You can spend $255 for a really great knife. You tell them, Bill. You tell them, Bill. That is exactly right. So, for all of you that haven't bought a Tempest Knives Mach 51 yet, go do it. Okay, fine. That was the last pitch of the night. No, it probably wasn't. But that's what we're giving away. So Plenipote, I know you like front flippers. I'm not great at them. That's all. It just feels awkward grip-wise to me to hold a knife and then now basically throw it in that direction. I feel like I'm going to let go of the knife. And you guys know I'm good at that. Yeah, Matt Harvey says I'm all about under $50 knives. Yeah, yep. I'm not about them for sure.
Someone is reminiscing about 39-cent tacos at Taco Bell. That's Mattisfaction. So my kids are 9 and 12, right? And I just got them eating Taco Bell finally. They were like curious about it because there's one by my house, but they, just never been there. And my wife isn't a huge fan of making a run for the border. but it was like, it's that thing like they weren't supposed to have, so then they're super curious about it. So the other day my son's like, Dad, will you take me to Taco Bell? I'm like, yeah. He's like, when are we gonna get diarrhea? I'm like, that's only gonna happen if you eat like 15 of them like Daddy does.
Yeah, let's make a run for the bathroom, not the border. Right. But yeah, there are 6 varieties of that KU331 over on White Mountain Knives. And all of them are in, nope, not all of them. All but one of them are in stock. Matter of fact, the one I'm giving away tonight is the one that's not in stock. That's funny. So, so yeah, you guys get an exclusive tonight. Oh, Keith, by the way, I almost forgot this. I'll drop it real quick. I want to do this before I do the giveaway. Guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I kind of changed the link in my my Instagram to something a little bit different. I have a link tree now because I got so many links between my website, my Kickstarter, both of my my YouTube channel, both of my Instagrams. So now I have a link tree. So there's that link to the link tree, and you can see all KnivesFAST in one place. There you go. All right. So now to the giveaway. All right, Keith, go ahead and throw that start up, and then I will give the range. Guys, the rules are, as we said, I'll give a range. 1 guess per customer, closest without going over. You have to be over 18 or have your parents' permission, and you have to have a U.S. mailing address. And did I miss anything? I don't know. I'm missing something else. And if we have a tie, we'll do a little runoff at the end. I remember when McDonald's had a 25-cent hamburgers, I spent $20, and what a good lunch. Wow. There's our start, guys. Our range, let me make sure I'm showing the right side. I am. Our range tonight is 400 to 600. Start guessing now in the range of 400 600. Please only guess once. I said this last time, and I mean it this time. If anybody guesses more than once, I'm going to have to disqualify you. I had somebody guessing like 6 times last time, and we're not playing that game. I can't look at all of them. So guess once, please.
Don't play that.
And Keith, I'm going to send you the number real quick. I keep saying I'm going to do it before we start, and then I never do it. All right. Keith. There you go, Mr. Keith. You have the number. And Ben, if you're curious, I can stick it in the private chat.
Stick it in there, Casey.
Really? Wow. All right, we got some close ones coming in. I see them.
I'll help you look.
Yep.
Definitely some close ones. Ooh, real close.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up to the top and
I've
start.
seen one off so far.
Yeah, I saw one off as well.
Yeah.
80 hamburgers. Holy heck. I like
Two
that.
people guessed the same one. Do you go with whoever did it first?
No, we do a little runoff. If that ends up being it, we'll do a little. I'll pick another small range.
There's another one that's one off in the other direction.
Yeah, if they're over, that doesn't count.
Oh, there's two that are over and there's one that's one under so far.
Okay, well, he's by himself then right now, or she, or it.
It's they, them.
They, them.
Come on, get with the times.
He, him,
hey, do you
they,
have to
them.
put your pronouns in your email at work, Casey?
No, do you?
I don't know in business. No, I don't.
No, okay, you're in your
That's
business.
a thing now. I don't want to
Really?
get political. I don't want to offend anybody.
I work at a
university.
Yeah, I work at a Christian university, so no, I don't.
That's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Someone's asking me what's the number.
Oh, I see another one.
If I tell you guys, then
I see two that are one off.
All over.
I see two that are one off under.
On the low?
Yep.
Okay, I must have missed one.
Unless I'm crazy, I'm going to go back and look again. Let's see if Keith is saying anything to me.
Probably right. Yeah, you're right. There are two. You're right.
Well, I'm still going down too. I'm kind of slow. I'm not going to tell you who's one off. If I tell you who's one off, then you can guess the number. Jeez.
It's that one guy who did that thing.
Yeah.
One time.
Ben, I'll buy you Taco Bell if you tell me.
Nice.
Matt Harvey's wants to buy you Taco Bell if you give him the number.
I had we went to Taco Bell. I took my daughter there because she saw my son eat it and then she wanted some. So I ordered a Nachos Bel Grande and I got 3 Taco Supremes and 3 chicken soft tacos. And I made it through all but 2 of them. And then like an hour later, I finished it off because I don't like not finishing. Then I felt like I was going to die.
That's not good.
Passed out on the couch from all that Taco Bell.
Right. All right, go ahead and close it out there. That's funny. Go ahead and close it out there, Keith. Give me a stop. We're done. I let it go long enough on this one. 7-layer burritos are pretty good. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had Taco Bell in a while. I need to do that.
I like the double-decker tacos, but I think they discontinued them. You had to eat those things fast or else the crunchy taco, it was like soft shell, beans, crunchy taco, and then all the innards. But if you eat that sucker fast, that hard shell just became mush.
All right, there's your stop. Yeah, no, I agree. Keith, you have the same 2 I have. Keith just threw me a message, so we're going to go ahead and show the number because I think we know who our winners are. Now, Manisfaction, how do you know that? Good grief.
Because he scrolled through and
found 2 people. We shouldn't say that kind of stuff, I guess. So the number is 536. I got to be careful next time. Thank you, Manisfaction, for showing the showing the way to cheat. But anyway,
Manisfaction, are you like a code breaker? You do like crossword puzzles? How'd you do that, man? Did you scroll through and figure out who was?
Where are there 2 people that are one off?
Yeah.
And then you said there was 1 person over too. So he just put all the clues together.
Damn it. We need to be more careful.
Oh gosh. All right. So the 2 I'm seeing and the 2 Keith saw are Cooperlight Steve and Tom Weingart.
Right.
Hackermans.
Dude, I'm taking Manisfaction to the casino.
Yeah, man.
Matt
is like Sherlock. So next week there will be no words coming out of my mouth while I'm looking at the numbers.
Clues.
Thank you very much. Hey, I didn't change my guess. I'm honest. Yes, thank you very much.
Tom,
Tom, you're one of
guess the number.
You're one of the 2 that is 1 under. It's Tom Weingart and Cooperlight. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody else see something different. Jason, so close, man. Knife fight. Knife off. All right, so we're going to have a little runoff here. Let me get a fresh sheet of cardstock here. Of course, it's me, so it's cardstock. And only those two are going to guess. Keith, you see anything different, sir? I always hate doing this because it's so hard to pick a number because it feels like I'm being too obvious. So then I try to be not obvious. You know what I'm saying? Keith, you agree with me? Is that the only two you see? If you give me a yes if you do. And then I'm going to give a range for those two dudes. Bikini Mud Wrestling. No, we're not doing that. All right, good. So Tom and Coprolite, you're the only two guessing. And the range for you guys is 10 to 25. One of you, each of you give me one number between 10 and 25, and we will crown a winner. And then I will be shipping some stuff your way.
Now, is it just the closest or the closest without going over?
So let's just do the closest here. I'm sorry, I should say that. It's not the closest without going over. It's the closest. With a small range like this, it's easier to do it that way. Gas station Thunderdome time. I look hot in mud. No, you should be guessing a number, Coprolite Steve, not telling me you look hot in mud. All right, anytime now, you two, Tom and Coprolite Steve. All right, Tom says 17. Where you at, Mr. Coprolite? Is it Coprolite or Coprolite? Somebody tell me.
It's Coprolite.
That's what I say.
Coprolite. I don't know. He's just slathering himself with mud right now, I think.
All right, so he's got 16. All right, you guys, he's slathering himself with mud. All right. You ready for this?
Let's see it.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Dead on for Steve. Tom,
Dude,
so close, man.
Casino. We're going
to play some
roulette, man.
So, Steve, do me a favor. I probably still have your address from the last time you won, which wasn't that long ago. But if you would please send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. Yeah, I know I'm still on. My daughter's
Look
like,
at Satisfaction's comment.
No, it's a poop knife.
It's poop. That's what he's slathered himself with.
Oh gosh! All right, come here, Ben. You have to be a part of this. This is a tradition on the Knives Fast channel. We have to bring the bunny in. This is my daughter. Whoa! What the heck?
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's rabid.
Buddy's going crazy. All right, you're okay, dude. You better hug him. He's gonna. This is so it started out, his name was Totoro, which is like some character in an anime apparently, but now that everybody's made the joke about the killer rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, she's named it Monty. So nice. This is Monty, the killer rabbit. So there will be icons very soon, emojis tributed to the rabbit. Yep. He is breathing really hard, so you might want to get him out of here before he flips out.
You chill now.
Are you gonna like jump on me or something, Killer Rabbit?
Maybe he wants to. Maybe that he's taking on his role.
I don't know, man.
Bunny Micarta.
You might have to go put Bunny Micarta. Bunny Micarta. Yes. Oh gosh. All right. Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. Silly rabbit tricks are for KC. Exactly. All right, Ben. Well, I have kept you way longer than I planned to, man. This is my throat is starting to sound like I gargled razor blades. So, yep. And I'm supposed to be on somebody's. Is there a live tomorrow or a podcast tomorrow? I don't know. By the way,
before, have you guys ever had rabbit?
Yeah, I've had rabbit. Haas and pfeffer stew. Yeah, I've had that. So Ben, I got to show you something. This is totally shameful. This is a $7 knife, okay? The Marbles G.I. Jack. And I'm telling you, I destroyed cardboard with this thing the other night. I just wanted to try it because I was at my brother-in-law's moving, and we were like into a new house, and everybody was traipsing mud in. So I took all these flooring boxes and chopped them, folded them out. I murdered like 20 boxes with this thing. I don't even know what the steel is. I haven't been able to take time to find out, but I'm guessing it's like garbage.
It's probably undisclosed.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll just say stainless or something. But it just mowed through cardboard. Like nobody's.
You know why? Because it's thin. That's why.
It's very thin.
That's how blades are supposed to be, to slice things.
That's it. Yeah, it's a cool looking little knife. It just reminds me of my Cub Scout days. I don't know.
Pull
It's
out
got
the other blade.
It's got a can opener with a sharpened can opener.
There you go.
Really, really cool. So doesn't weigh much either, and actually for $7.99, it's got half stops.
Yep.
I would say it's like a 5.5. Nah, I'd say it's like almost a 6.
It's got some snap to it.
Yeah, definitely. Not bad. So look, I got slip joints all over the place. I don't know what you're talking about. I am the slip joint king. Not really. Did I show you there's my Cub Scout knife.
No way, you still got it?
Made by Ulster. Yeah, it's roached, man. It's so rusted. Look down in there. It's like incredibly. I gutted so many fish with this thing. The bail's
missing. You might
missing.
be able to send that to someone who does like recovers, have them take it apart, clean it. You could restore that. It would be a lot of work, but I don't know. Just thought popped into my head. Might be kind of cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's got some love on it.
A little bit. Probably put it away more than wet and gross like a million times. Yeah. So yeah, you guys go check out Ray. I'm sorry. Please tell him I never go over, and I am very, very sorry that I went over, and I'm not really that sorry, but I'm a little sorry.
You reserve the right to have your live stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, oh no. And I went on early and I'm staying on late. I've been on 2 hours and 21 minutes. So, yeah, this may be the longest KFLive ever. And it's fun talking to you, brother. I don't get to talk to you enough. We've been talking about my knife a little bit, and you've been offering prodding and encouragement.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah. There's times, guys, where I get a little like, oh man, is this gonna happen? And Ben's like, yeah, man, keep driving it. It's happening. So very, very good. I appreciate that, man. I need some of that sometimes.
You got a lot of people rooting for you, man. You really do.
Yeah. I want to get there very, very much so. So, guys, thanks so much. We still got 53 folks in here. So, if you haven't backed the Kickstarter yet, wait a minute. We have another appearance. So everybody say hi to the hair boy here.
I just got out of the shower.
You just got out of the shower?
At least I have hair.
Yeah. What? You won't have it for long. This is Trevor, by the way. Trevor is who we call T-Rex. And Terry, I know it's your name, but his will be T-Rex with a W because he wrecks everything when he comes in here. You wreck my face? Wow. Do you get disrespect from your children, Ben?
My son likes to call me fat all the time. It's like an ongoing joke. He's always making fat
calls him fat all the time. That's not great.
I let him, he's got to work on his comedy, so I'm the butt of his jokes. It's cool.
Yeah, see, there you go. T-Rex.
My son's name is Rex, actually. So
that's awesome. Hey, thanks, JR Miz. Appreciate you, brother. I do. He's always in here having fun. And there is your Dolica. I got to give him some blade. There's your Dolica salute. Is that not the greatest blade shape in the history of man, Ben? Look at that thing.
It looks like it broke off another piece of metal somewhere, and they sharpened it and called it a blade.
Have you ever seen the scoliosis backlock?
Dang, man. It's the boomerang.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't lock. It's just, it doesn't believe in locking. Rex 45 Belkin. I don't know. Oh, your son is your son's name, Rex 45 Belkin. That'd be funny. Rex 45 is a steel.
I was gonna say I don't. It's a steel.
No, it's a steel. It's a really high end. Really takes a really good wicked edge. So yeah, there you go. You could call your son Rex 45 now. Spyderco Watu tried to copy it. Oh yeah, that's exactly right. That is the blade shape. Keith says you cannot break a Dolica. It is impossible. It is the It is the shoot. What's the dude's name?
The developer will break you.
Oh, come on. What's his name? Chuck Norris. It's the Chuck Norris.
Exactly.
I can't get it. All right, guys. Yeah, it's Tool Steel. That's exactly what it is, K Mason. Rex 45 is one of the Tool Steels. That's exactly right. All right,
Follow
Ben.
me on Jack Wolf Knives, fellas.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I haven't said that enough. Please. I
No,
briefly,
okay.
I did put the link up earlier when not 1,000 people were in here, but Jack Wolf Knives on Instagram, Jack Wolf Knives. Where else?
Facebook. But follow me on Instagram. If you follow my page on Facebook too, whatever. Just stay tuned. I got cool stuff coming up. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate all you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys. We got the best community in the world. Hands down.
I like to say, Ben, now again, there were other people like Bob the Knife Junkie and others that had you on before Blade Show last year, but I like to say that I'm the one that brought you to the masses after Blade Show. So these guys know you because of me.
You were the first one to come by, like uninvited. I met Bob before.
Uninvited. Woo!
No, like unsolicited is the right word.
I know.
We didn't. You just came by, like, hey man, can I film your table? It's like, hell yeah, let's do this.
No, I literally what happened was I was just walking around with. I mean, I had been recording earlier in the day, and I had decided, okay, I'm going to record a couple more things, but I need to just like enjoy this because I've only got one day at the show. So I'm walking around with Kevin and Kyle, and we come to your table, and then I'm like, I like walked away, and I'm like, you know what? I got to go back. I got to go back. And so I went back, and Kevin's like, where are you going? And I'm like, going back over to Ben. I want to record him. He's like, okay. So
that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I had to do that. So, well, that's a great question, JR Miz. He doesn't know the answer to that yet. But go ahead.
So
Ben.
my prototypes were made by Riot, but due to their production schedule delays, I'm selecting a new OEM. Back around October, I signed up for prototypes from 4 different OEMs. And so I've got tracking numbers from 3 out of 4 of them. And the 4th one will be like probably the end of February. I'll get those. So my game plan is to weigh the options. It's not just like the knife itself, but it's like, what are their production schedules and what's the pricing and all this kind of stuff, right? Like I got to pick the best one based on all the criteria. So I will select, my goal is to have an OEM selected at the latest by the end of February, hopefully sooner.
That's awesome.
But it's going to be a Chinese OEM, just to be as transparent as I can be.
So you're not having Medford make it?
I was talking to Medford about an American-made product.
I know, that's why I brought it up, because you
let's just say that would be a very expensive cost to me, and then an extremely expensive cost to you guys.
I agree. I've talked about it. I talked to 3 different American manufacturers, and it wasn't price-wise, it wasn't going to work.
He's going to do it for me. I mean, we negotiated a price, we negotiated everything, and I don't think his price is unreasonable, but the dude's got he's got his cost. I've been to his factory. He has a lot of overhead, but he makes a lot of nice knives. And so for that guy to do an OEM project, he's got to have his markup, and it's reasonable considering where he's coming from.
I agree.
But for a slip joint knife, what I would have to charge you guys, where my brand is at right now, is like, I don't know if I can commit that kind of capital right now. So I'm pursuing other options locally to have an American-made knife made. It would be more piecemeal, buying parts from this place, buying some parts from them, and then assembling them myself, maybe doing bead blast myself, maybe doing tumbling myself, ordering custom hardware. So it's like, I'm trying to figure that project out right now while I'm working on the Chinese project. So it's a lot harder to get a knife made in America, I'll tell you.
Right. I totally agree. I tried really hard. I really did. All right, Ben, I'm going to sign off here. My throat is yelling at me. And guys, check out Jack Wolf Knives. Check out the Tempest Knives Kickstarter, and check out River from Sage Grouse Leather. And another great show. Thanks for everybody, buddy, for being here. Appreciate you guys very much. And thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel. Thanks, Ben.
See you later.